Good morning, Heroclix land. Welcome to a very special early morning edition of Talking Clix, where we celebrate the heroes of Heroclix. I'm your host, Wespool. With me, as always, is my faithful co-host, Scott the Missing Link. Hello, Scott.
Good morning, good evening, whatever time you're listening.
All right, so we are doing something a little different today. We're not doing an interview. We are going to do a sort of a set review with this. I don't know what you're doing this weekend, but I'm going to Red, White, and Clix. And part of Red, White, and Clix is um, the Team Sealed event on Sunday. And one thing that Generation Clix does is they do a set review based solely on the sealed event. Like in that bubble, not modern, not constructed, just sealed, and what they would like to, how they would build with it. But before we get started with that, I want to state that I think that you were done a great injustice, Scott, when People Magazine named Scott Porter one of America's Sexiest Men. They got the
Ah,
wrong Scott.
that's fine. It's fine. He's a little more known than I am. They would not have picked him if they actually looked at his fingernails whenever he's doing his unboxing videos. They wouldn't have picked him.
So
That's all I can say.
hashtag, is this right? Hashtag justice for Scott.
It's all right.
All right. All right. So Team Sealed. Uh, Open a brick. You and two team members split the brick, and you build teams. 300-point teams. Most likely, you're going to have one chase, maybe a prime. How many super rares?
3 to 4. I think it's three. Three for sure, maybe four.
And then a lot of filler with the CUR. So I want to work backwards. We're going to start with 049 Bastion and work backwards because one team is going to have the chase, and they're going to build around that. So I'm just going to start at the top. That primes, you pull it, you play it. Like that's just we're not even going to talk about it. That you pull a rogue,
Nah, we're going to talk about the primes at least a little bit.
okay.
But
But for most part, if you pull a prime, you're going to play it. But let
I
me,
mean, I feel like you pull a chase, a prime, or an SR, they're going to be on a team.
yeah, we have 049 Bastion. Scott and I both ranked each figure on a scale of 1 to 5 on playability for Team Sealed. Um, Bastion for me is a pass. He just doesn't do enough in a sealed environment with half the set having buffs against specifically Sentinels and robots. For me, it's a hard two. I'm for 175 or 295 points. What he does is cool. It's fun, but in a team sealed format, I'm going to be hard pressed to even use him. What do you think, Scott?
At 295, I got him as a two. I mean, he's a chase, so you're going to want to have somebody potentially play him.
Yeah,
His opening dial is awesome. That first stop click is just chef's kiss bonkers good. But I feel like the sweet spot, the actual playable spot is 175. There's a few sentinels in the set to pair him with to make him feel a little bit more justified. He loses the move and attack for that pulse wave, which I think is great dial design because if you had them both the running shot and the pulse wave power on the first click, that would be really hard pressed to not just autoplay.
I agree. 048 Sinister. Bad guy carrying a baby. All right. If you have a Marauders, um, if you get the Marauders Dream Team with Madeline Pryor, Morph, and Prime Cable, Chef's Kiss. 10 out of 10, no notes. But I don't know where you're getting your brick. He's very good unthemed. I would play him at 100 points for point denial. Um, I give him a solid 4. I think that I the case could be made for the 50-point dial. I just don't like just starting with stealth, no movement attack, and 10 attack. And then you only get one click of the special. But he's definitely playable. I think he'd be a lot of fun. And if you get the dream team of Malin Pryor, Morph, and Prime Cable, oh, gross.
I don't see you pulling that. Okay. I didn't rank Bastion the 175. I would give
Oh,
him a 3.5 maybe. This guy 100 point dial. I can see the point denial. I love the clone. I love what the
yes.
clone is doing. And if you can just keep pushing the clone out there and then bringing it back, that's great to me. Um, I feel like if you're playing him at 50 points, yeah, I'm not worried about what the clone's stats are. I like what the clone actually does.
Yeah.
Um, I like the 50 point dial actually. I feel like I get a little bit more finesse with the build in other areas, and he's just playing the support role that he should be playing. He's not a banger. He's not just beating people up generally. He's more of the behind the scenes guy. So I
Yes.
like him at the 50 point dial.
Well,
I would say three on top dial, four on low dial.
I can see that. I'd have it in reverse. I'd go 4 and then 3, but either way, you're playing him, and he's going to do good. Why don't you take the next two since I skipped you on the last one?
All right. The next one is going to be Madeline Pryor. It's a probability control piece that gives probability control to all four of her bystanders whenever she starts out. Um, I
So,
love probability control. It's one of the best powers in Hero
I was going to say,
Click.
so you're
So,
going to skip this one?
nah. I mean, she's a lot of points, but she does a ton for what she's bringing. She's getting shape change traded. She's got energy shield deflection. So that 19 says, no, you want to come up close. She's starting with a run and shot pulse wave. She has mind control on top of it. So that run and shot mind control is you're going to see a little bit of that in this set with the run and shot mind control. I feel like that is going to be sneaky good. She's only got one target, so that's not going to be a game breaker. I feel like she's going to be a high four for play just because of all the pogs she's bringing with her. Maybe even a five.
So I put her 100% a 5. You definitely must play her. And you give her to your least skilled player on the team. And pair her with a lot of shape change characters because you want her to pull off the where is it?
The second trait.
Yeah, mind control is free, but only a friendly character use shape change and succeed since your last turn. So you don't want just one shape change on your team. You want almost every character to have shape change. So no matter who they're attacking, you have a chance of getting your free mind control. Um, and I say give it to your least skilled player because that 19 defense with 5 probs and 12 attack with a running shot pulse wave. Um, your least skilled player is going to need the 5 probs. I feel like would be the best use of it. Because if you give this to Scott, you don't need 5 probs. You don't need
No, you
one.
don't need any probs
Yeah,
because prob
but
is the best power in the game. Why would you use it?
you give this to me, and I'm going to need all 5 probs. May I run 2 Malin Priors, so I have 10 probs. Eventually, I'll make a hit. Um, that's just my opinion. Again, this is just our opinions. Take it for what it's worth. But yeah, absolutely love her. 5 must play. And all right, start with Jubilee.
Jubilee, 45 points. Um, I like the pulse wave knockback that she's starting with, the run and shot pulse wave knockback. That's going to be really bonkers. And she has improved targeting blocking terrain. So, hello. She does have a nice stop click in the middle. So, I don't know. I feel like the 10 attack value is what you're going to get for the 45 points. But
Yes.
if you got a way to up her with some perplexes and then get the perplex out of the range of the pulse wave, she's going to be really, really good. I would say 4 out of 5, just for dial alone length.
All right. So just a refresher for our listeners. When it says stop, when this click is first revealed. So If you hit her to that stop once, heal her back up, and then she hits back to that stop again, does she get the stop and the rest of the trait?
She gets stopped, but she does not get the stuff after the double lines.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify that for our listeners. Yeah.
But hey, I'm wrong 99% of the time, so um, I still think she has stop.
Yes, she does still have stop. Does not get the after the slashes. But it's still a stop, and a 45 point figure with a stop click is awesome. Um, I definitely say she's a 5. Absolute play, especially at 45 points. If she was saying higher, it'd be questionable. But a 45 point chase with a stop click and all the goodies that come with her, I love it.
And I believe she's one of the ones that come in a dual chase brick.
Oh, I
I
didn't know
think.
because I didn't pull her.
I think that's what I've seen.
All right. The Cyclops with 2 targets, which I don't know how that works. Is he cross-eyed?
Maybe.
All right. Obviously a must play. He's a 5 on my book. Must play. Um, okay. I did make a note here that he remember he has a shoot out agency. So when he does his little trick with the force blast, um, when Cyclops makes an attack after resolution speed, knock himself back 2 squares in any direction. So he's shooting out with agency. If you're locked in combat with somebody, you can shoot them and knock yourself back away from them, so you're not adjacent anymore. And you don't have to roll breakaway. So just shoot them, shoot the guy next to you, and get the hell out of dodge.
Is there ways to stop that from working? Yes, if you surround him with people, because you can't be force blast through characters. Your knockback path is stopped by the
Correct.
character, so you won't
But
continue the
how often do
knockback.
you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? How many times are you
You're
surrounded
not
by 8
gonna. All you need
characters?
is four, unless there's a wall or a building behind him. All you need is four, because if you put one on each parallel and perpendicular spot, he can't knock back through the pinch because there's characters there.
Okay, I'm just thinking about my games, and I'm very rarely completely surrounded on all sides. So there's
I'm
usually
just saying, have you looked at this set? There's a lot of cheap figures in there. You can just surround him with a bunch of people. Now,
yes,
granted, it's all better whenever he hits that stop click and he knocks them all back.
yes,
So, but there's ways around him with that mobility stuff. He doesn't have a move and attack, so I'm going to dock him a little bit for that. But for 7 clicks at 70 points, that's 10 points a click. I feel like you're getting the value for him. I would have him as a 4 out of 5.
yeah. I
Traded leadership is also really fun,
yes,
really good.
leadership and willpower. So you're getting 2 shots to remove a token from somebody.
And whenever he makes, he's moving an X-Men character 2 squares, so he's just helping you position the board. So yeah, definitely high 4 out of 5.
All right, Scott, you get to talk about everybody's favorite chase.
Okay, I'm not a big fan. I love Nightcrawler as a character. Nightcrawler was the guy before Gambit was around for me. Um, I don't like this figure very much.
Really?
Really, really.
Okay, I gotta hear this.
Um, it's all on the dice rolls, and if you have the belief that your dice rolls aren't going to make it, then why are you playing with this guy? Give him to a teammate that has more belief in themselves. I do like the Banff trait to where it's like, oh, when Nightcrawler's missed by an opposing attack, so even if the attack is a hit and you roll super senses, boom, I still pop away. The the ability to make excuse me, more attacks or just hopping around with his blades power. Blades and precision strike. When Nightcrawler uses blades, claws, and fangs after resolutions, you may place him up to 3 squares away from his current square and make an attack. This power may be triggered up to twice per turn. That's the one that I'm feeling is okay. If I hit with blades and my precision strike, I got it. I don't know. I feel like I'm just moving around to maybe leave myself open for more targets, or I'm trying to get away. But I feel like you're you're not really going to use this guy a ton unless you're fighting a bunch of low pointed pieces. But I don't know. I feel like at 75 points, he's a 3. And at 40 points, uh, maybe a 2, maybe I don't know. He is a chase, so I would say a low 3, high 2.
Okay, I'm gonna hard disagree with you on this one.
Hey,
I think he's a 5 must play. Absolutely play him at full. Um, the Banff thing is cool. I love that he's has a 4 through 6 senses, so it makes it that much harder to hit. Um, but anytime you get more than 2 attacks off, it you don't pass that up. I don't care if it's a 10 attack.
I'm just
You
going to say somebody's going to roll a crit miss on one of those 3 attacks and be like, haha, see, you should have moved him.
The only thing I don't like is that he needs a way to. Well, I
Okay,
don't know.
if he had stealth, I would say it's much better.
Isn't there somebody that gives out stealth?
But you got to build with it and you got to have it just right. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not 100% if there's somebody that gives out stealth. But if he had stealth, I would say this guy is so much better because now you can't see him in his Banff marker unless his Banff is it hindering terrain or is it just a Banff marker? It's just a
Banff
Banff marker. It's
marker.
not
Yeah.
hindering terrain. But I feel like if he had stealth, he would be so much better just for the setup of him. And I love the defense when it hits the combat reflexes. If it had stealth on top of it, it would just help protect him more.
I mean, is he perfect? No. I think he is an amazing version of this character. I think that they got it dead on from the source material. I think that. Ain't, look, 4 through 6 senses and 3 attacks. You can't. You have to play that. Like that's
I'm not
just
saying poo poo on it. I'm saying to me, it's not the the bomb that I want it to be. I want it to be. I don't know. I feel like Nightcrawler can be offensive, but he should have a stealth. Definitely should have a stealth.
I agree with that. But I still think he's an absolute must play in a sealed environment where, like, you're just he's really hard to
So
hit and
can I
does a
ask you
lot
a
of
question
damage.
about this one specifically? Then on his last 2 clicks, he has his blades with precision strike. He also has exploit weakness. Does he need both on top of each other? I mean, you're getting through one on the super senses potentially, one less on a super sense roll.
Right.
But he's not one to be known for precision strikes against a super sense, I would say. He's
Mm,
not there for the raw power. He's there for the helping positioning the team, which he doesn't transport people, which is I mean, he does have flight, but he's not positioning the team as well as you would want him to. This guy's trying to be more offensive, and I feel like that's not how Nightcrawler generally is.
In that scene, he is. He,
That
he
one scene where he's jumping in
well,
against
that's
a
where they're
bunch of
pulling this from. He goes in the room, 9, my friend, 9.
yeah, yeah. I get that, but it's if you want Nightcrawler, this is from one clip. Okay, I got it. But if you really want to play a Nightcrawler, this is not Nightcrawler to me.
Agree or disagree
I
on
mean, I
that one.
like him, but I don't love him.
Well, everybody can be wrong sometimes, Scott.
I am a lot, 99%. Remember?
No, I see what you're saying. I think that this is just so much fun and a great piece for a sealed environment. I think, but that's just my opinion. All right, moving on to the Master of Magnetism.
Magneto.
All
All
right,
right.
is this
You
you or
want my
me?
opinion or you want to go first? No, you're first on this one.
Okay, um, a solid 3. He's not my first choice. He could be a great pointing out piece. If I play him, I'd play him with a lot of support and just hope for the best. I mean, two hundred
He's
fifty points.
250. What support are you getting?
There's 50 points of something they could put in there.
You got You got 3 goons to put on him for 45 points?
or just a 50 point prob or something. He needs something. He's just not doing enough on his
See,
own.
I'm going to disagree. I think in sealed, this guy is going to be great in a sealed format. 250 points is definitely a point denial. And he gets a free attack. Free attack if he has no action tokens. Range of 6. I can just blast somebody, and now I'm up on points. And then I get to make a costed attack, blast somebody, and now I'm up on points. And you don't get but more than 1 action token per person. So you can't take that second action unless you got a willpower or a great size. So he's like, okay, you got 3, maybe 4 actions. Come at me, bro. And then I'm going to start picking pieces apart. Your leadership's gone. Your attacker's weakened. I feel like, and then when you go to clear actions, that's your turn's not over yet. You still get a free attack.
I mean,
So in 2 turns, no action, action, attack, clear on your second turn, make another attack. You're making 3 attacks every 2 actions, every 2 turns.
I will say for being a tentpole one man army, uh, he does what you want a tentpole to do. He slows the game down to his pace. So
Yes, he's got improved targeting character, so he doesn't care. He does shoot. He doesn't shoot out of adjacency, so that's bothersome for him. He destroys the terrain, the blocking terrain, as he's walking through it or shooting through it. So, um, he could use an extra bolt, but for what he's got, I feel like he's packing some heat. I feel like this is very playable in a sealed format.
yeah, I just anytime I see one in an army with one bolt, I cringe. It's you can't. It's too easy to get over swarmed with one bolt. It's just
It is, but if I'm limiting their actions,
yes, I. That's what I said. He does what you need him to do in that sense. I feel like he's more a point now of keeping you from killing him more than he is taking out your opponent. But you're all right, boss.
yeah, I'm good.
All right.
I feel like he's a definite play.
Well, he's definitely. You're going to give him to. All right. Here's a question: who would you give him to on your team? If you got 3 tiers of players, you got the best, mediocre, and a newbie. Who are you going to give the
Well,
250 point?
you want to give it to the person that can play a tent pole, because this is definitely a tent pole and a pace management type game. If you got your rookie, he's going to be more into wanting to throw the dice and aggro. To me, I feel like that's how rookies want to play is aggro. This guy is going to have to be somebody that's smart and patient. And there's people that don't like playing that way regardless. So if someone says that they think they can handle the pace of it, because it is a slow pace game,
Yeah.
it is very methodical, and you have to be patient with it. So give it to that player that feels that they can handle this tentpole team, because he's going to be a tentpole team. And if he dies, you're basically done.
I will say in this set, 20 defense is extremely hard to hit because the highest attack value is a 12. Um, you
This
want,
guy's starting with a 13 if he's at range.
yeah, but going against other figures in the set, a 20 defense is it's hard to hit.
Yes. I mean, I like this guy over Bastion every day in sealed. Want them to start with a 20 defense.
Yeah, I would pick him over Bastion, I think. All right. Go ahead and talk about Emma Frost.
Emma Frost, 42A or 42B, or both?
Well, I'm just going to assume that if you have the B, you're going to play them both. But go ahead.
42A Emma Frost. I pulled this in my sealed event for the pre-release, and I loved it. I loved the fact that she's like, oh, hey, you can replace her with 42B, which I did not have, or you can just say, Turn Emma to click 6, then heal all friendly characters 1 click protected pulse wave. That heals her as well. She's friendly to herself. So
Mm-hmm.
this is a very point denial type team. The mind control is great with the improved targeting of characters and 3 targets. So yes, leadership that works anywhere on the map, and then empower or prob or outwit that also works anywhere that she has a character, a friendly character. So let's see, she considers friendly characters that share a keyword with her as adjacent to herself. I don't know if y'all realize this. It's an X-Men set. There are a ton of X-Men. I feel like between 3 teams, you should have at least 2 theme teams
Yeah.
easily, even if you're not trying to build theme. So I have her as a 5.
I put her at a 4. Um, just because she's not offensive enough for me, but
She doesn't
I
have to be
love her.
offensive. She's got that mind control being the offense for you.
Yeah, I love her. I'm not passing her up. She may not be my first draft in a sealed, but she would be my second draft. Now here is a question: would you play B without A?
Would I play? Yes. Yes, I would play B without A. The diamond tokens are just a way to say, hey, I'm a damage sponge. Come hit me. I'm going to be in your way. I'm line of fire, whatever. So just the diamond tokens instead of taking damage. Yes, that's 3 attacks that they're going to have to sink into her before they even start tickling her.
I agree. The temptation to do the swap is cute.
Now, if I pull A and B, would I separate them and give them to 2 different players or one single player on the same team? Or have one have the option to bring in B? I would probably break them apart
So
and not
instead of
even have the
getting
option B on the sideline.
so instead of getting 9 clicks for 60 points, you're going to do 6 clicks of 60 points, but a lot of damage prevention.
A lot of damage prevention. If Emma Frost A dies, technically would hit KO, then she's going to come back on click 6 and then heal everyone another click. So that's basically you're getting 6, 7, 8 clicks out of each one potentially, plus the extra 3 attacks put into this one. Yes, I would go with both of them.
You can play them both on main force.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yep, I like the idea. All right, moving on. Rogue Prime is trash. It's moving on to A.
Rogue Prime is she is trash, but she's that trashy lady that you want to take home one night.
All right, so let's just get this over with. All right, she is susceptible to outwit, so don't forget that. And she has no stop clicks.
She's susceptible to outwit.
Yeah,
How are you outwitting her?
she's not cosmic.
Opposing characters can't choose or target Rogue except for attacks.
Oh, you're right. My bad. See, I'm wrong sometimes. So
She's a beater.
you see her on the board. You put everything you got into her to get her off the board. She is only a 19 invincible, no stop clicks. If you hit her before she can pull off any of her shenanigans, you can get 100 points pretty easily.
So who you give this to? Your best player, your second
I would
best
give
player?
this to the second best player.
I feel like yes, second best player.
Yeah, the best one doesn't need her. He can get by with other stuff. Your rookie is not going to be able to finesse her the way she needs to be finessed. You need to wine and dine her a little bit, but she's a freight train. If you see her across the board, you gotta get her off the board before she can get anything off. But yeah, I think second best player is the way to go with her.
I feel like she's an auto play. She's a 5 out of 5.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
You can definitely target her from range. with attacks, but then she's at a 21 defense. Um, she's gonna be. I don't know. I feel like you either got to pour it all in or you got to really finesse her around.
Okay, here's something that people aren't talking about that I've heard. Mind control is an attack, I believe.
Mind control is an attack.
So you mind control her with Professor and go have her smack around her own friends.
Oh yes, yes. Mind control is going to be great in this set. I'm telling you. In each form of run and shot, mind control is even sneakier.
That would be, other than just getting her off the board. I would like to mind control her and slap around her
Beat
friends.
themselves. Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting
Yeah.
yourself?
All right.
No, definitely a 5 out of 5.
Rogue A.
Rogue A. I feel like if she's built around properly, either dial is going to be gross. I would give her probably a low 3 on the top dial. That's an extra 50 points for the 3 clicks. I don't think you absolutely need those. You can get you some extra support or a TK or something to position her better on the 75 point dial, and she's still just clubbing people.
All right. So my question, I agree with 100% of everything you just said across the board. My question is, are you going to play her with the subpar gambits to get full use of that trait? If any of those characters are named Gambit or Magneto, also modify Rogue's combat values +1. Are you going to put a
Yes,
less than
yes, I would.
ideal Gambit on the team just to take full advantage of that?
Yes, I would. And Gambit would be a hurry up and die type piece. And if they're not trying to kill Gambit and they're going to somebody else, then Gambit's going to try and work them over on his side. So
I agree.
I
We're
feel
gonna,
like for a 50 point Gambit or a 50 point Magneto, yes, you could play this with it to just get her the +1 combat values.
I agree. If you're gonna do this, take full advantage of it. Player with any Gambit or Magneto you can fit onto the team to make full advantage of that trait because that's really good in a sealed environment. Why not? Um, yeah,
What do you give her?
a
Four,
four.
five?
I give her four, and either full or half is usable. So, um,
I give her a 4 on low dial, a 3 on top dial, just because of the extra 50 points. I can put that Gambit or that Magneto in for that 50 points.
yeah, I give her four either way. I think they're equally usable as it's personality, taste kind of thing.
I also like the fact that she's getting the knockback on large characters, and she can also make a second attack once she's done the knockback from her first trait.
Yes. All
So,
right.
yes, please.
Storm.
Storm, storm, storm. This is you, buddy. This is you.
Pass. Two. Not a huge fan of her and sealed. Um,
What?
you have to choose map with her, and you can't guarantee that in a sealed environment.
True. You can't guarantee the map in a sealed environment, but for 65 points, it's not a total waste of points. She's really good. And if you get to choose the map, she's bonkers good.
If you get to choose map, that's a huge roll of dice. That's a
It's a
50-50.
You're running a theme team. You've got a +3 potentially.
So is
Everyone has
everybody
a
else.
+3.
You just said
Okay.
that.
So, but I don't know. I haven't gone through and calculated how many maps are indoor versus outdoor. I feel like most of the maps currently are outdoor.
So at Red, White, and Clix on Team Seal Day, there will be an additional indoor and an additional outdoor map that I am bringing to the table.
So I feel like she's got leadership to start. Her dial length is 9 clicks for 65 points. We were just saying how Jubilee's like 5 clicks for 45 points. Her dial length for 65 points is an auto play. She's a high 4, if not a 5. She's missing a move and attack. Sorry. There's plenty of TK. There's plenty of
oh,
ways
she
to
has
just position her
sidestep.
in place. What's that?
She has trade sidestep.
Yeah, traded sidestep's not a move and attack though.
Yes,
Like
it
I want to be able
is.
to move and attack. I'm not
It's
like just
move
a
to make an attack. It's move and
okay. Look,
attack.
we're talking like I want FedEx or UPS. I don't want the USPS Postal Service for my move and attack. I want Amazon. I want to get over there and get my package delivered.
All right. What
So
I don't like is the combination of ESD and having the range of your opponents, because then you're forcing them to come in close and you don't have a close defense.
nah, it's you're only modifying their range if they're within 6 of her. So they got to stay outside that range or they got to get in closer. Yes, the ESD seems a little redundant, especially with stealth.
Yeah.
I can see where you don't like that so much. So maybe if it was a toughness, but we can't change their powers now. They're here. Welcome to the game.
Yep. And the
Um
11 attack hurts her. I think
no.
she's an Omega level mutant. Why does she have an 11 attack?
Put her outside.
I can't guarantee that, Scott.
Put her outside. I'm just saying. She's great,
Maybe she can just
especially outside.
maybe she can just blow the roof off the building and make it outside.
I mean, I'm sorry that you feel as poorly on Storm as you do, but Storm is a high 4.
Okay, I gave her a 2. That's just me personally. I'm not a fan, but I can see where you're coming from, and that's up to the players. We're not building your teams for you. We're just giving you our opinions in a vacuum. And Scott and I are very different players with different styles, so it's up to you to take our advice.
It's up to you to decide
Yeah,
which one of us is good.
yeah. Which is Scott, but
No, no, we have yet to figure that out.
all right. Abscess,
Abscissa,
abscess.
whatever her name is.
She's
This is
a
a
infected tooth.
5.
She's abscess.
I'm just gonna give it a 5. The live token is gross. Just to keep somebody from dying, and then you get an extra piece. Now, she is vulnerable at a 16 defense when she's generated on the map, so you have to be cautious when you want to create this piece. But I love this piece with that Chase Magneto. Honestly, if I can bring Chase Magneto back to life, yes, please. And then Magneto's getting the free attacks, blah blah blah. She's got Giant Reach 3 with blades and hypersonic speed, and she can use it when targeting multiple characters. That is gross. You put that on her last click if she's able to actually make an attack. Blades, Claws, and Fangs, 2 targets, exploit weakness, 11 attack. I'm down. Give me this piece, even if it's sideline.
All right.
Main board, I would still probably play her main board for 50 points as well, and you still get the live token.
Um, I
So
think that the
extra life.
robot keyword hurts her a little bit because there's a lot of anti-robot shenanigans in this set. Um,
No, they're not anti-robots. They're sentinels.
it's anti-sentinel / robot.
We'll see when we get there, but I
Okay.
believe they're all sentinels.
All
Maybe,
right.
maybe.
So before I get would you play her main force or only sideline?
Um, Either or. I feel like main force, she's still giving you the extra life token,
Mm-hmm.
and if you kill something before she gives, she's not even on the sideline, so she doesn't have to be generated to give you the extra points up. So main force, I would play her main force.
Okay. I give her okay. I don't know why I put 4. She's a 5. I don't know why I wrote 4. She's a 5. The extra life token, Chef's Kiss. A friendly character with an X-Men keyword would be KO'd. You may remove 1 extra life token from your sideline. If you do, instead turn that character to his last non-KO, and after resolutions, generate Abscess on click 5 from your sideline if able, adjacent to that character. Yeah, if you had the points, I would put her main force. If I'm going to bring something in from the sideline, I'd like to them last more than one attack. I think she does a lot for 50 points, and she's obviously a sideline active automatically no matter what, because you're going to have X-Men on your team. I would like to see her main force. Yeah, no notes, really. She's great.
She is great.
All right. Not so great. Marvel Girl.
Let's see what you got, Wes. Let's see what you got.
All right. Solid 3. Um, she's a decent secondary attacker. She's great for slowing down movement. All right, let's go over this. Mind Control. Free. Place a standard terrain marker within range and line of fire into another square within range and line of fire. So you're just moving the board around. In a sealed, you are allowed to put 3 standard terrain markers on the map. So you're just going to put 3 blocking anywhere you want on the map at the beginning of the game. And then if she's in range and line of fire, you can just move those around as you want. All right. She's a world-class telekinetic. Telekinesis. Range. Choose a terrain marker within range and line of fire. Marvel Girl uses Quake as free as if she occupied its squares. So you're moving around the terrain and you're quaking for free. Yeah, wait.
Yes.
She's moving around free and she can. Okay.
It's a range costed action, but she can make Quake as free.
Man, that was confusing. That's worded horribly. Okay. English is not Wizkids' first language. Okay.
Look, she's making a range attack using Quake.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Okay. On top of that, she has Barrier and Super Senses. Opposing characters adjacent to the terrain generated or placed by Marvel Girls since the beginning of your last turn must roll for breakaway as if they were adjacent to her. So you're making Barrier, you're moving terrain around, and you're quaking, and your opponent is stuck there. I love her. I love the
for a 3. You love her.
What?
You gave her a 3.
Yeah, I would up that to a 4. 5s are reserved for your great offensive attackers that are just auto plays. She's not an auto play at 60 points.
You who's ranking that as your 5.
I know.
Limitation.
I did it last night when I was tired. I don't know.
This is a 5.
This is a 3.
This is a 5.
4. This is a 4.
Flight, running shot with mind control, 2 bolts, range of 5, 11 attack. I can perplex that up to a 12. I can perplex the range to a 6. I got the ability to control your pieces to go slap your own stuff around. Yes, you wanted something to mess with Rogue. Rogue's 100 points. This is 60 points, and she can definitely play with Rogue for a little while.
Okay, you know what, Scott? I do not say this often, so mark it in your calendar. You are right. I stand corrected. You are right. She is an autoplay.
She is an autoplay. Now, granted, there's no reducer. She's 60 points. It's 6 clicks. It's 10 points a click. Still a good point economy to me. To me, 10 points a click is what I want to see, or if I can get 8 points a click, that's even better. That Magneto is 250. Granted, he doesn't have 25 clicks of life, but he is doing what he needs to do for his 250 point value to me.
So I feel like the barrier senses makes up for the lack of reducer a little bit because she can protect herself a little bit.
You see, I'm not even using the barrier per se, because if I'm getting the opportunity to make an attack, I don't want to be defensive behind a barrier or blocking somebody in. Now, granted, if they do have a figure, if they're playing a tentpole team, yeah, I will surround Magneto with the barrier if I need to, so he can't get me, but he still destroys the terrain. So what's the point?
Yeah. But I like her. All right, moving on. Tell me about Cable Prime.
Prime Cable. This guy is hot trash, especially in an X-Men set, because you will not have any X-Men on the opposing force, so he can't get that super knockback. So don't even look at this guy. He's not worth playing. Um, his stat value and his point cost is just hot trash. No, he's good. He's he's going to be giving people the business. So this is going to be a piece to look out for. This would be something that you may give your best player, just because it's going to be hopefully short games for them. And it's like almost, I can't say it's an auto win, but it's a step towards that side if you're giving this to your best player.
I will say I did a quick search last night, and there's only like 5 characters in the whole set with Invincible, and he's one of them for his whole dial. So that's that alone makes him a must play because just getting
He
through the
can be outwitted.
that is true. That is a thing you can do. I'm just saying that Invincible is a rare find in this set, so if you have it, play it. All right.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't want to get into everything else he does.
No, it's a must play. It's just automatic. All right, moving on. Non-prime. Go ahead.
You want me to go ahead again?
Yeah.
This guy's an also 5 autoplay. Running shot, pulse wave. Characters with the robot or sentinel keywords are dealt 2 damage instead of 1. There's your Aviska
Wait.
issue.
What was that?
Robot or
Robot
sentinel.
or Sentinel?
Robot or sentinel.
Okay.
I don't. He may be one of the few, but I
Nope.
know that most of them are just saying sentinels. But at least I think I could be wrong. Probably am. 99% right. Invincible for the first 4 clicks. Once per turn, when Cable takes damage after resolutions, heal him 1 click. There's not a ton of 4 damage in this set, so odds are he's going to be healing that 1 click a lot. So for
Yeah.
65 points, he's getting close to the 11 points a click value. Still really good because of the healing. Um, Perplex to start. I don't think you can really bank on the leadership, but
So
yes, I feel like this is an auto play,
I want to
even though
say
he's got probability control.
all the triggers from your KO area stuff are fun. I want to say I would not count on that ever going off.
Oh
You don't
no,
want
you
to count
can't.
on triggering from your KO area.
Okay, if you have something to give up, like we talk about people that KO or trigger from KO, the Jefferson bomb triggers from the KO area, right?
Yes.
Back from the Masters of Time
Yeah.
DC set, you can use that stuff, but you have to be conscientious of what you have over there.
And
Because if you're going to be giving stuff to go to the KO area, you're giving up points for that KO area.
when pogs are generated, they gain the keyword, but when they go to the KO area, they lose it. So you're not triggering off of pogs.
So what do you give him? 4, 5? I don't know. You might give him a 2.
For Cable, I gave him a 3. He's a solid secondary attacker. I love the self healing thing, and he's great against any sentinels or robots, but mediocre against everybody else. But in a world with
Mediocre. Okay.
11 going down to a 10, I mean, again, he's a point denial piece. He's self healing, great. Pulse wave, cool, but 11 against some of these high defense values, I don't know.
I don't know. I like him. He's a 5.
I like him. I don't love him. That's where I'm at. All right. Let's talk about some hot trash.
Let's talk about some hot trash. If you think this is hot trash, I want to hear your takes.
Well, it's your turn. Well, it is my turn. Okay.
It is your turn.
All right. To me, my X-Men Cyclops leadership power once per game. If a friendly character with the X-Men keyword is KO'd in your KO area, you may place a number of friendly characters with the X-Men keyword adjacent to Cyclops. Then Cyclops may make a range attack. Again, triggering off your KO area. It's once per game. 2 very rare circumstantial things. I'm not counting on it. and it's a power action on top of it. So it's very, very niche. Strategic Brilliance, Energy Shield Deflection, Force Blast. Adjacent friendly characters with the X-Men keyword can use enhancement. That's good. I like that. And then Toughness, Willpower on its first 3 clicks. No attack power, no damage power. He's just very, very naked. 11 attack with no attack power. And then he just goes down to willpower with a 17 defense. And he's going down hard.
So what's your score?
1, -5,
One.
whatever.
You give him a 1.
Yes.
All right. My turn now?
Yeah, go for it.
My turn. This guy's at minimum a 4.
In a sealed.
In a sealed, minimum a 4. He's 75 points for 8 clicks of life. That's better than your 10 point per click value. You are getting energy shield deflection, so he's not naked. You have force blast traded, so he's got a little extra oomph to knock people around. He's giving adjacent friendly characters with the X-Men keyword the use of enhancement. And then he's got his once per turn, once per game? Once per game. He can say, to me, my X-Men, and then he gets an attack off of that as well. And they're all getting enhancement. So he's going to be able to target one piece for 7 damage if he's top dial. You're going to tell me that's no good?
I'm saying that he's getting tapped and going down hard.
He's not getting tapped. He's field generaling the team to say, you go, you go, you go. Come back to me, my X-Men. Let's blast this one dude that y'all been whittling down. He's going to slap somebody hard.
From the super rares,
and they're getting enhancement, so they can be giving the enhancement bonuses to the other friendly characters.
I don't know. I don't want to see that much white dial on a super rare.
You see, you're not seeing. He's got gray on his damage power, his whole dial. You don't see it. It's traded. He's got purple on top of what he's got for his movement power because he's got force blast. He's got green on his defensive power, so he's got on top of what he's already shown, his special and his toughness, willpower first opening, and then willpower. Like, granted, he doesn't have an attack power. Does he need it? He can see out of adjacency. He can see through blocking. He can move over elevation. Like, which Cyclops generally moves over elevation? This one does. Run and shot elevation. Yeah, no big deal. I'm just going to force blast myself up there, basically, and then blast you as I'm landing.
Well, this is why I wanted to do this, because I enjoy the back and forth we get and the different takes on things, so the listeners can generate their own opinions, not just be spoon-fed. Hey,
I'm just saying, if you're pulling this guy in sealed and you're like, he's a 1, don't even play him anybody, you're making a wrong call. He's got to be played. He needs to be played.
He'll be played by somebody other than me. I am not a fan. He's my least favorite super rare. He's my least favorite Cyclops. And I am passing him by. But that's just me.
Your turn to have the frog in your throat.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about a good super rare.
Professor X. All right. Leadership. Once per game, roll a d6 and heal all friendly characters with the X-Men keyword. Number of clicks equal to half the result. So basically, it is a once per game support, but better.
Yep.
So yes, please. His next trait, when an opposing character within range and line of fire makes a ranged attack. So that's kind of tricky, within range and line of fire, and they're making a range attack. Professor X can roll 2d6. If the result is greater than the finalized attack roll, the attack misses. That's kind of I don't know if I like that so much. It is a hit range-ish set, so it could work.
And he
does have improved targeting characters, elevation, blocking, and hindrance.
He sees through everything.
He sees through everything, so you don't have to have him quite in line of sight for them to target him. And he's got a 19 defense. So I feel like In a range game, this can be really, really good, especially for 50 points. In a close game, it's going to be a little touch and go because that trait is just going to be ignored. I do love the leadership. He's 4 clicks long for 50 points. That's not inside my point economy, but I do love the fact that he's got really good attack values, 3 targets, 6 range with mind control. He's also messing with Rogue.
Yeah. One of my favorite characters of all time was the Soldier Supreme from a few sets ago, and this is Soldier Supreme 2.0. On a scale of 1 to 5 on playability, I give him a 12.
He's a 5. You gave him a 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a 5. He's a must play.
Oh my God, I love him so much. All right, the 19 defense when most of the set is 18 and lower. Oh, please give me more. The outwit, sees through everything, the mind control that sees through everything. Um, then the support ish leadership, like, dude. Um,
Put him with Chase Magneto. Have fun.
yeah. No notes. Like this is the sexiest bald man I've ever seen in my life.
I really, really do like putting him with Chase Magneto. Be like, oh, hey, you came in close enough to deal with Magneto. I'm going to mind control you. You're going to go slap your own pieces around, and then here you go. I love it.
Yeah.
I could work it.
Oh, Rogue, you think you're a badass? Here, go punch your own self around. Like, just, oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. If you're not playing him and you pull him, you're not playing him, you're wrong. All right. Magneto, again. It's my turn, isn't it?
Yep.
4. This is the leadership. Once per game, friendly characters with the X-Men keyword modify their combat values +1. This turn, each character with the X-Men keyword of 25 points or more in your KO area. Okay. I can't read. All right. Once per game. All right. So everybody
So
in your KO area with X-Men keyword.
of 25 points or more. So you get a +1 to your combat values for every character in your KO area. Once per game.
So that's cool. Again, not counting on that. But the give us the boy, you brimstone clone. Range. Make a range attack targeting up to X opposing characters, where X is the number of adjacent non-debris terrain markers and printed pieces of blocking terrain. After resolutions, destroy all adjacent terrain markers and printed pieces of blocking terrain. So you're pairing him with non-prime rogue or Marvel Girl, who's making all that blocking terrain, and you're going nuts. 19 invincible. I wish he had a higher attack value, but if with
It's a 12 for range.
yeah, he's great. Range shot, flight. Wish he had 2 bolts, but whatever. But he's targeting everybody next to non-debris markers, so it doesn't matter. I don't know why I gave him a 4. He should be a 5. I love him. You can definitely pair him with Marvel Girl.
I'm going to say I give him a low 4. Like, I like him, but I don't, there's just something missing on him. He feels like he's a very restrained Magneto, which I guess is what he's trying to do.
Yes.
He gets the
This is good boy Magneto. He's trying to be on
target
Santa's,
X.
he's trying to be on Santa's good list.
He gets to add targets for the non-debris markers adjacent to him, non-debris terrain markers adjacent to him. So you're having to use blocking markers or barrier or elevated or
Yeah. Which is why I pair him
but
with
those are you're only going to get a max of 4 targets. You're only going to get a max of 3 because it doesn't say adds to it. It just says target X. So 3 targets, range of 5. I'm just not feeling it so much. Like you could finesse it to where he's running shotting to get this bonus, but then he's destroying the markers. He's only going to be able to pull this off maybe twice. So I don't know,
Yeah, well, those
55
two
points.
times could be very detrimental to the game.
It could be very detrimental, but it's not giving him any extra attack or damage. If he's outside of his range combat expert, then it's really going to be hurtful. I feel like he's a high three at best.
Okay,
I like
so
him. Don't love him.
this is kind of off subject, but it's driving me crazy. What is with this set and all the KO area stuff? Like, in the show, yeah, people die, but it wasn't like I don't know. I don't get where this is coming from.
They want you to keep track of your KO area better.
But
Which I can see it.
why? What is it
Why
about
not?
this show, this set that is making that such a big deal?
Why not? I mean, they had the Genosha thing. That's one big reason. Let's go with that.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. So we're mostly in agreement. He's decent. You can put him a little lower than I did, but he's playable. Yes.
All right, here we are. Common uncommon rares. Yes, yes, I agree. He's
Okay.
playable. I would not build my team around him, but he would be a secondary attacker definitely.
All right. So do you want to talk about standard Wolverine or alternate card Wolverine?
I feel like all the alternate cards are very usable. So I know other people may not see it like I see it. So I feel like we should definitely go into it. I feel like we can start with the standard and then go to the alternate.
Okay. Go ahead. Wait. That's a
Standard Wolverine. This guy,
okay.
I feel like this guy can bang. That top dial is definitely a, I don't know, five, maybe a high four. He's susceptible to outwit. I'm not 100% sure how much outwit is in the set, but he hits hard, and he's got that senses that just triggers as well from the KO area. I know it's a bunch of KO bonuses from the KO area, but if you he's an early target to try and not get those senses bonuses, but man, he's going to be coming for you and just chewing you up. Charge Flurry for his opening clicks. Yes, that's worth the extra 35 points. When he uses Flurry instead, make 3 attacks. You're saying that was for Nightcrawler with his little positioning around? I think it's better here. And it does when he targets a character with the Colossal or Brotherhood of Mutants, Robot, or Sentinel keyword. So again, we have the robots. So I don't know. I feel like this is a 5. Low dial, I would put him probably at a 4.
All right. I put him a little bit less than you. I still like him a lot. Um, I would only play him at full dial. I put him at 4 at full dial, 3 at mid. Um, I feel like losing the flurry is very hard on him. Yeah, in a sealed environment, I you need to get as many attacks off as you can. So if playing him at 75 gets you
3
two,
attacks versus 1.
yeah, it's just too good. Um, I definitely like this better than the standard card or the alternate card for sure, which we'll go about in a second.
You don't like the alternate card?
Not in my notes. Let me look at them again. But yeah, charge flurry going
That's
against
the same card.
yeah, but I like the buffs against Brotherhood, robots, and Sentinels. Nobody's colossal in the set, but even if your opponents are going to have a lot of X-Men, they're going to have a Magneto or a robot or a Sentinel somewhere on their team.
Or a Prime Rogue.
Yeah. All right. Alternate.
Alternate card.
All right. Go ahead.
Ah, Charge Flurry Stealth. So you don't like stealth. I mean, you're missing that 3rd attack, but you're getting stealth out of it. Super senses and toughness. If Wolverine is adjacent to exactly one opposing character and neither is adjacent to another character, other characters can't be moved or placed adjacent to either of them, and Wolverine can use Impervious. You don't like this card. This is Wong 2.0 from Next Phase.
This is Wong 2.0. The only reason I put him less than the standard card is me go back. He loses the buff against robots and Brotherhood.
I don't care about the buff. I'm getting, you can't target me. You can't base me. You can't do any of this to me because I am Wong 2.0.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I like the other one better. There is a difference. There is a difference. I'm
I'm
not
saying
saying
that this
I
is,
don't like this one. I just like his other version better.
now, if you want a travesty, you pull this card off the top of your brick and you don't pull the figure.
Oh my goodness! I didn't even think about that happening. That is there even a world where that happens?
It's a rare, and I don't think you're guaranteed to get a full CUR set out of a brick. So
Close
I think
to
it's
it.
a possibility.
it it's it is a thing that could happen. I guess. I didn't even think about that though. That's a nasty thought. Don't put that in the universe.
It is a nasty thought.
Do not put that. Don't take those words back. I don't want to hear that negative talk.
Sorry.
Um, no, if I had the choice, I would probably play the standard version over the alternate card. But this is a very good alternate card.
Sorry, you
Either
slowed
way,
down for there. What'd you say?
so either way, it's very playable. I like him. All right,
All right,
Executioner.
Executioner. All right, this guy. Me or you? Who's up?
Go ahead.
All right, this guy. He gets to make what minions? No, when Executioner hits a single character with a range attack, that character can't use powers until your next turn. That's really good, but he's only got that on late dial, so you can't bank on that unless
Nope.
you have a way to self damage, which in sealed, I don't believe that's possible. He starts off with close combat expert and leadership. When Executioner uses leadership and succeeds, after resolutions, generate a friendly character with the expendable goon trait on their 15-point starting line. I like that he can make extra goons, but you got to be conscientious on how many points you're giving up versus how many points you're taking away.
Yes.
He's got sidestep to start. He ignores characters for range attacks, or excuse me, he ignores adjacency for range attacks. He feels like a field general, but he doesn't play great. So
No.
he's not wanting to be up in the face trying to get you. I mean, he has flurry on his second and third clicks, but I don't know. I think I got this guy at a 2.
I gave him a 3. Um, just because it's not my play style. I don't like the giving up 15 points goon shenanigans. It's not my play style. But if one of my teammates wants to play him, I'm giving them all the goons. We got goons here.
Oh,
You have
yeah.
them.
I mean, it's a leadership piece, so it helps you with your action economy,
Yeah,
definitely. But it's not the
it's
best.
not the best. No, it could be fun. He does have what's it called? Underworld, so he can carry his minions around with him. Uh, I would put him lower, except that if you can pull off the special attack, it's amazing. But having to get low dial to get that sucks.
I feel
So
like it's a last ditch effort, and
yeah,
if you leave this guy in position that where he can actually pull that off, then that's a you error as a player.
if he had a stop click so that you could hit him to that and then he could survive, that'd be awesome. But he's not surviving. So all right, let's move on to buy shop.
Buy shop prime.
Is this me? Okay.
That's you.
He's a prime. He's playable. Gotta love the outlet prob. Gotta love the penetrating energy explosion, knockback. Um, no notes. Yeah. If you
You know
get
notes.
you get
He
him, you play
heals
him.
one if he's missed by a range attack. He heals. He reduces ranged attacks to 0 damage, so you have to get up close and punch this guy in the face. Um, Constant fight to stay alive, energy explosion, Pinsai. Yes, please. If you have those two or goons with their 2 clicks of life on most of the goons on loadout. If they have a toughness, then this is just going to chew them up. Knockback, but only for range attacks. Still, yes. This guy is a must play. 5 for 5, 10 points a click. Yes, gotta play him.
Yep. All right, moving on to buy
The A
shop
dial.
standard.
This guy, I have him. He can swap to the B dial. Yes, is that what I got? Probability control when Bishop uses an opposing character. No, it's on his second trait. Energy shield deflection when Bishop is damaged by an attack after resolutions. You may roll a d6 and increase the result by 1 for each click of damage Bishop took from that attack. If the result is higher than 5, if the result is 5 or higher, you may replace Bishop with the B dial. You will not be using this trait because you will have the B dial Bishop on a team somewhere.
I
So,
agree.
other than that, traded prob is hot trash, but you get outwit and prob for 70 points, or you get range combat expert and prob for 50 points. You're missing out on the movement attack. He wants to be played on top dial. He's a 4 out of 5 for me.
I give him 3. He's a decent support, but only on his lower dial. I definitely agree. If you're not using that charging up trait, if you have the prime, you're playing the main force. Alternate card.
Alternate card.
This is the one I liked. Go ahead.
Go for it.
When another friendly character with X-Men keyword is KO'd, blah, blah, blah. Don't care about that. Prob control. When an opposing character uses prob control to reroll an opposing character's attack roll, modify the attacker's damage -1 for that attack. So, if you prob them, they prob back, they're getting -1 automatically to their damage.
No, that's not. Yeah, for attacker's damage for that attack. Yeah, so.
When opposing character, and that does stack. So if they prob it multiple times, they're just hurting themselves.
It doesn't say for each one. It just says -1. So I don't know if it stacks.
Modify character. When an opposing character uses prob control to reroll an opposing character's attack roll. So it's checking for if they're using prob control to reroll an opposing character's attack.
Yeah, I think that would be a judge question if it stacks, because to me, I don't read stack, but I 99% times wrong, so maybe.
Okay, so hopefully by the time you hear this, I will have an answer for you. Check the feed on my page asking rules questions.
We can also put it in the comments section after we get a ruling on it.
That's true. Yes. Are you playing it full or half?
I don't care. Either one's really good.
Yes.
But I do love the first trait. Because if an X-Men keyword, if a friendly character with the X-Men keyword is KO'd by an opposing effect, after resolutions, you may place Bishop anywhere on the map, and he has immune until your next turn. So if you want him into the fray, put him into the fray. If you want to get him away from it, get him away from it. That is very, very good.
Yes.
Anytime an X-Men keyword friendly character with the X-Men keyword. So if you got Pogs that are X-Men keyword, he can be moved. So I feel like that is really, really good. And he's immune. So even if you drop him into the middle of a fray, you can't hurt me. Can't touch me.
Yep.
That's MC Hammer right there.
And I love that he has X-Force because then he can pair with Deadpool's. Not in sealed though. Yeah, no notes. I like him better than the standard version.
I got him as a 4 out of 5.
Bishop. What did I put him at? I have a 3/4. I can see him going either way. All right, because this is an X-Men set, let's talk about Captain America because he had one scene. Okay.
He had one scene in one show. He also had another whole episode in season 5, I believe it was.
Yes, but this isn't based off season 5. It's based
All right. This guy. I don't know how I feel about this guy. I love the Empower. I don't love the sidestep as a start. Precision Strike is fine. He's traded energy shield deflection and leadership. I feel like leadership is great. Unique modifier, friendly characters that are adjacent or have the soldier keyword modify defense +1. If a friendly character with the soldier keyword is in your KO area, modify defense +2.
All right, let's look at something real quick. I want to see how many soldiers are in this set. So we got a couple Wolverines, Dino Man, Forge, Executioner, more Wolverines, and Cable.
You got about 10.
So if you have a soldier brick, this is not horrible.
No, it's not horrible, but to me, I feel like this guy, I love the 3 targets. I love that he's got 3 targets, but range of 4, no move and attack. He's kind of like Executioner to me, where he's a field general with his leadership. He's not creating goons,
Yeah.
and he's helping you out defensively. To me, this is kind of like what I want a Nightcrawler to feel like, but it doesn't. And I want a Captain America to feel a little bit more offensive. I do like the improved movement characters.
3 bolts.
I love the 3 bolts, but the range of 4 is kind of wonky. Um, I got him as a high 2, but I don't know. He's if you flip the dial around the other way better.
Yes, I agree. I also had him at a high 2, low 3. Depends on if he has other soldiers. If you pair him, if you go all in on the soldier thing, with the soldiers that are available in the set, he could be good. With Cable and all that. Um, I don't love him. I don't hate him. He just meh. I feel like 50 points is a big ask for him. I'm not sure where I put him at. Maybe 40.
I do like the defense power where it's not even it's just a trait to where he's giving them a +1 defense. So that could be really, really good. Put him next to that Magneto at 50 points,
Yeah.
250 points. So now he's a 21 defense. Maybe.
So I would put this. Okay, when I open a brick and seal, I have the pile of. All right, these are definitely figures we want to play. These are the figures that I'm definitely not playing and can just stay in the boosters. And then there's the let's see where we land on points pile. And this is the let's see
The
where we land
fringe
on
pile.
points. Uh, I would throw them in
Yeah, but he's on
if
the edge of that towards the don't
yeah
play.
if I need leadership. And again, 50 points is a big ask for leadership, but if I need 50 points, he could make the cut possibly. All right, Forge A.
Forge.
Jordy LaForge. So I love him. Um, I usually love Forges. I like what he does. All right. Fixing my mistake. When friendly character with the X-Men keyword heals until your next turn, they have Safeguard Outwit. That's great.
If only X-Men had a way to heal.
Yeah. No, I love that. It's anytime you can protect yourself from Outwit and just hand it out to anybody while they're healing. Oh, that's beautiful. Dessert magic.
Desert, not dessert.
At the beginning of the game, you may beginning of the game, you may have an opponent generate an adversary bystander friendly to their force in their starting area. If you do, this game Forge has Mystics TA and has friendly characters have safeguard opposing probability control. Let's look at the adversary. What are you giving your opponent? You're giving them charge, 11, poison, impervious, perplex, and they are giants. Ooh. Um.
Flyer and a
Yeah.
giant.
I don't love giving them those powers, but for an 18 impervious, but to trade off is getting mystics and safeguard opposing prob, I think it's worth it. I would absolutely generate the adversary to give myself mystics, and yeah, I like him.
So, what do you got him as a grade?
3, low 4.
I got him as a low 3.
Why?
I don't like giving them a Pog that has better stats than I do.
That is fair.
I don't like giving them a Pog that has mobility enhancements because he's a flyer slash a giant, so he's going to be able to be more mobile on their team than it's helping me. It cost them 0 points to get this Pog, and I'm paying 30 points for this guy. I'm getting a little bit of help from probability control. I don't know how many probability controls there are in the set. I want to say it's like 6 or 8, somewhere in there. So there's quite a bit of probability control, and you will have some protection against it. Only on your rolls, though. Like, they can't prob your rolls. They can still
Yeah.
prob their rolls. So are you really getting that much out of it? I
Right.
don't think so.
So this is exactly why I looked up the invincibility in the set because of mystics. So getting mystics in this set sealed is really really good. You are making them get penalized for attacking you.
Yeah. But how many clicks is this guy taking? How many hits is he taking for his mystics that he's got? 2 at max? 3?
You can also heal and then get safeguard outwit.
Yeah, I could also heal, but then I'm taking an action to heal to try and get them 1 extra click of damage. But they can also heal because they're more than likely X-Men.
Yes.
And then if I get hit to my barrier clicks, the adversary just comes and parks next to me and says, "Here, take some poison. I don't have to attack you." I don't know. I feel like if you're giving this to a player, it's going to be probably your higher tier player because
Yes, I agree.
they have to know the nuances and the finesse of making this work. And Forge on his own, Outwit is nice. Pulse Wave is nice.
I like
The
him at
attack
30
values are
points.
meh. What's
30
that?
points is the right call for him.
30 points is great, but to give that adversary for that extra stuff for them, I don't know if I would ever give them the adversary. Personally.
It would be situational. That's one thing I like about it is that it is situational.
Yes, I do like
Um,
the fact that it's situational. So that's the reason I have him at a 3, a
yeah.
low 3.
He goes in the baby pile and he goes to the most skilled player. All right.
Definitely.
The Eternal Bird.
Oh, I pulled this in my sealed event. I actually played it on my team. I feel like you're not really worried about the sideline active when a friendly character named Jean Grey, Marvel Girl, or Madeline Pryor or Phoenix is KO'd after resolutions. You roll a d6 and you can heal character with the X-Men keyword or you generate. You're not worried about the generation. You still get the healing if one of these people die.
Mm-hmm.
The running shot pulse wave attack of 12 with a probability control is pretty much an autoplay because you're going to be able to go over there and be like, hey guys, here's 1 damage. Now you got to whittle me down. I'm X-Men. I'm Power Cosmic. You're not outwitting me. Once per game when Phoenix hits after resolutions, you may give a hit character a burned away token. If you do this game, that character can't use the effect of equipment
So that
or
does not
positively
matter
modify
in
their
sealed.
combat values. What's that?
So that does not matter in sealed.
The equipment does not matter in sealed. Do you have positive modifiers on your combat values?
That is true.
ESD,
That is true.
close combat expert, range combat expert, um, combat reflexes, perplexes. You won't get those. So that does matter. And then she has a stop and regeneration. Fortunately, if you hit stop and knockback, she's toast. But full dial pulse wave, most of it's running shot. This is definitely a 5 out of 5 for me.
Okay,
And if you
so
have any of the other Madeline Pryor, Jean Grey, Marvel Girl Phoenixes, granted you're not going to run multiple Phoenixes on the team, but if you have any combination of Marvel Girl and Jean Grey or Madeline Pryor, then she's healing people with the X-Men keyword. So keep her around. I love it.
I agree. I want to point out one thing because reading is hard. Um, the trait of the you just talked about the equipment and play modification. It is give a hit character a burned away token. So if you're pulse waving their whole team, you're only giving one character the burned away token.
That's fine.
I just mentioned that because I could see somebody saying, "Oh, I'm just getting everybody a burned away token." No, you're just picking one. And I love you skipped over the stop regeneration. I love that. He's only 4
Yeah,
clicks
because I mean, if
long.
you get a chance to heal off of it, then you're making her better. If
Yeah.
they're not focusing once she gets to that stop click, that's on them. They played it wrong.
So I am definitely playing him, her, him. I don't know. I'm playing
Her,
it.
Jean Grey Summers.
I'm playing it. Main force, 100%. The only way I'm playing it sideline is maybe with the Madeline Chase. Maybe I don't know. I like it main force so much. 60 points for those 4 clicks, but they are a tremendous 4 clicks. The invincible, the proud, the pulse wave, the range shot, the stop click, uh, turning off positive modifiers. It's just it's gross. I love it. 5 out of 5. Cosmic, I love it. All right,
5 out of 5 for you. All right.
let's
Bring on Callisto.
yes, let's talk about not a 5 out of 5. This is me. Okay, she is a solid one. Hard pass. I do not see a scenario that I play her. Leadership stealth. Callisto uses leadership and succeeds. After resolutions, generate a Morlock bystander. Morlock bystander is useless. Um, Unique modifier at the beginning of your turn. You may,
Sidestep and super senses.
yeah, just size that super senses and crap numbers. 16. Ugh. All right. Beginning of your turn, you may choose
Okay.
a combat value friendly characters that have the Morlock's keyword. Modify that chosen combat value +1 until your next turn. So you can turn Morlock +1 to something. But 45 points for 6 clicks. Charge, blades, close combat expert, outwit. Combat reflexes is interesting, I guess. But yeah, for 45 points, I'm reaching for just about anything else. Not loving this one.
All right. I'm in the complete. I'm not going to say I'm a 5. She's a high 3. High 3.
All right, tell us why.
45 points, you're getting your leadership that you really want for your team so you get that extra action, whether you're generating Morlocks or not. If you're generating them, even better, because now you have more tie up pieces for them to mess with. You have an outwit on top of it, so you can turn something off. You have charged blades. When do you ever say no to charged blades? Especially when they have a naked defense, potentially. She's a tie up piece. She's got 2 targets. I feel like if you're not running this at 45 points, this is the same points that the Chase Jubilee is, and you're getting extra life out of it. You're getting a little bit more versatility out of it. You're not getting the range that Jubilee has at 45 points, but I feel like you're getting the leadership, you're getting an outwit, you're getting a body blocker plus
Scott.
extra body blockers you
Scott.
can generate. This is a
Scott.
definite 3 plus.
You cut out
Yes.
for a second. Can you repeat what you just said?
Yes. This is a 3 plus. That she's Jubilee on a different level from the Chase. So I mean, you're getting so much out of this for 45 points. It's a 3 plus. You got to play it.
Okay. You can have mine. I don't want her. All right.
Don't put it in Wes's doo doo pile because it's not doo doo. This is, I mean, the main thing that I'm saying for 45 points, she's a body blocker and she's making more body blockers.
Meh. Okay. Let's talk about Sunspot, my wife's favorite character, just because the sculpt looks amaze balls.
Okay, I'm first on this one.
Yes.
Sunspot is a 5 out of 5. Starts with perplex, can carry multiple people. Um, it's not a at the beginning of turn. It's whenever you feel like it. You can swap dials. his range for the perplex is an 8, and he's mastermind. So if you don't want to take that first hit until you get to your offensive side of your dial, it's great. He's good for positioning. He's good for, I mean, just the whole initial board setup. He's great, and then you switch him over to his run and shot psychic blast. I feel like this guy is great for 40 points. It's hard pressed to find another 40-point figure that can do what he does. So I got him as a 5 for 5.
So I put him in the maybe pile, 2, maybe 3.
2, maybe 3. Why?
Okay, well, unless you are immediately switching into the offensive dial, he just dies.
He's got mastermind. He just pushes the damage onto somebody else that can take a hit.
I mean, yeah. I like the perplex. I like his offensive dial a lot. I like that a lot.
And you just go there whenever you want.
Yes, but I feel like most people are going to try to milk the defensive dial while they can, and then so I like the offensive dial a lot. The defensive dial, I feel like people are going to milk too long, and then they're just going to regret it and die. He is susceptible to outwit, so you outwit his mastermind. You ping him for 3, he's gone. I'm not saying don't play him. I'm saying he is not my first choice.
I feel like you don't give him to the new player on your team. He's going to be on the...
No, you give him the experienced player. You definitely give him the experienced player because the less experienced player is going to milk that defensive dial too long, and then they're just going to die. He has great utility if you know how to play him correctly. In a sealed environment, in this particular set, I don't love him. I don't hate him. I'm just kind of. I could see his utility as a filler. I'm not building around him.
He, to me, is probably the third piece on the set, on the team, because of his ability to carry 2 people and get into position with the perplex and the mastermind. And then if I want to just switch over to my shape change, then so be it. It's whatever. I just feel like he is a must play for 40 points. He can set you up really well for your second or third turn.
All right. Is it my turn?
Bastion. Your turn, Bastion.
Okay. -5.
-5.
I do not like this one at all. All right. Hard pass for me. 1. Leadership. There's a lot of leadership. For 60 points, you're not reaching for this for leadership. Beginning your turn, if 4 or more characters in your K area have the Sentinel keyword, you may replace Bastion with another character named Bastion on its last non-KO click, and then heal 2 clicks. That character can't otherwise heal this game. So, for 60 points, you turn him into the good Bastion
Near
on the
death.
last 2 clicks. Like, that's garbage. I hate that.
He's got a stop click to deal with.
Giant Reach 3, which is good, but with a 10 attack, sucks. Bastion hits until your next turn. Hit characters gain. This character must break away to move. It's a decent lockdown piece. No movement attack, just phasing flight. 2 bolts, outwit. Man, if you have the other Bastion, just play it. I don't see what world you are playing this guy at 60 points to bring in the good one. Just play the good one.
I have him as a 2 out of 5. Again, we can't modify the dials or anything, but if you put Clix 3 and 4 in the place of 1 and 2, this would go up in ratings. You cannot guarantee to get to Clix 3 or 4. I like him there with his perplex and his giant reaches and his hypersonic, but as a standalone for sealed, this guy is a low 2, high 1, generally pass.
Yep, he's hot trash. All right, let's talk about the Nightcrawler you probably like. Standard card. Okay, go ahead.
Um, he's got the Banff trait, so he can make his Banff markers, and if an attack misses, he can be placed in his Banff marker. Hypersonic speed and stealth, still no carry. Where's Nightcrawler as my transporter? Where's Nightcrawler as my defensive thing?
I agree.
Like, can I put somebody else in my Banff marker? That would be even better.
Yes, I agree.
I do like the hypersonic speed and stealth. The stealth feels a little more Nightcrawler. I like the super senses that he starts with. Um, I like this one better than the other one. He feels more Nightcrawlerish. He's not just over here trying to make a bunch of attacks and get beat up. This one feels a little bit more, hey, I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to get away.
I don't like that he has standard senses, but I like that it's 19, so it's a little hard to hit. And he moves through just about everything. I put him at 3. I do like the alternate card better.
I got him as a 4, and the alternate card is a 5 for me.
Okay, so standard for me is 3, alternate is 4.
So on the alternate card, when Nightcrawler places one or more friendly characters after resolutions, you may heal one of them one click. Yes, that's Nightcrawler to me.
Yes.
He's got his movement power is to transporter 3 characters, but only to carry characters with the X-Men keyword. When Nightcrawler is given a move action after resolutions, he may make an attack. So it's still basically a hypersonic speed. So
with carry.
Yes. This is Nightcrawler. This is what I wanted the chase to be.
Yes.
I didn't want that super offensive chase. But I understand it. We need to have super offensive Nightcrawler. We need to have this. This is Nightcrawler. Family is a choice. When a friendly character within 2 squares is missed by an attack, after resolutions, you may place that character 2 squares away from the current square. He's rescuing them. Yes, this is Nightcrawler.
My only note on this is I would have liked to have seen either a combination of super senses shape change or give him a 4 through 6 senses. But
I'm good with his 19 defense and the super senses. I don't need a 4 through 6. I don't need a shape change. Nightcrawler doesn't shape change. It's hard to hit him, and then if you do think you get that attack, he teleports out of the way with super senses.
Yeah.
So
I want to make him.
And then he
harder
moves
hit.
2 squares.
I just like him being hard to hit. That's all. But yeah, I love this guy. I'm definitely, if I had the alternate card, I'm playing this one. Yeah, the taxi, healing, like I love him. You were definitely playing him.
This is what I want my Nightcrawler to be.
The only reason he isn't a 5 is because he doesn't have enough offensive ability, but
he's not offensive.
Yeah, but other than that, I love him. Okay, Friends of Humanity, new recruit, not a goon, but very goon-like. Underworld TA, always good. So new recruit Sentinel for all characters with this trait. When a friend of humanity or an adjacent friendly character with a Sentinel keyword KOs an opposing character, after resolutions generate a character with the Sentinel keyword of 15 points or less on its starting line adjacent to the friendly character with the Sentinel keyword. All right. Blah. But what I do like is a friend of humanity hit characters can't use attack powers until your next turn. So, not a huge fan of 50-point dial. I'd rather run 3 of them at 15 points than 1 at 50, but the argument could be made for a range shot, range combat expert at 50. I don't know. Feels bad point economy wise, but for 15 points, you're getting Force Blast, you're getting Incap,
Energy Shield Deflection, and Enhancement.
So I like the enhancement. You get 3 enhancements for 45 points versus 1 range combat expert at 50. Definitely goes in my point filler pile. Don't hate her, don't love her. Good utility piece. What do you think, Scott?
All right. If you've got a Sentinel team in the making and you're using Bastion, please stop building with Bastion. You can go with this piece at 50 and the second one at 15, and you'll be doing way more than what the Bastion does for 5 points more.
I agree.
So I like the 15-point dial for the enhancement. I like the opening stats for the 50-point line. If you're actually building a Sentinel team, good luck. I feel like this is going to be in your Sentinel build because of what it can do for you, but it's not what you really want to build around.
If you're building a
So I got her
Sentinel
as
team,
a 3 out of 5
yeah,
on either dial because they're both versatile.
I agree. Three, solid three. I just because of the turning off attack powers trait is really good. But if you are building a Sentinel team in this team field, you're wrong. There's too much anti-Sentinel tech to go all in on Sentinel. That's just dangerous. But I'm bad at this game, so don't listen to me. All right. Let's talk about Bolivar Trask A. Go ahead, Scott.
22A. I love this guy with the B dial in tow. Would I run the B dial alone? Yes. Would I run the A dial alone? Yes. Stealth, Mastermind, and Perplex, and the ability to go to the B dial on click 4. I feel like for 20 points, and if you pull the B dial, then this is an autoplay at 20 points, and he needs to be on your Sentinel team. If you are running just the B dial, that works too. We'll get to that one here shortly, but I have the A dial alone as a 3 out of 5. With the B dial, it would be a 5 out of 5.
I am in lockstep with you almost all the way through. 20 points for what he brings, especially with Perplex in the steel environment, is really good. You always need Perplex, and for 20 points, put him in stealth and Perplex. I like it. Being able to bring him into the B dial, like him even better. So he's a solid 3 on A. B dial is for pairing together 5.
So on the B dial, he comes in on click 4. So you're on your hypersonic, super strength, and empower.
Yes,
So you're going to run up there, slap a guy around, and then knock him back with the super strength. So I'm down for it.
I agree.
And you pay 20 points instead of 50.
I
Yeah.
would even make the argument that 50 points for the B dial alone is almost worth it.
Yes.
Range shot, pulse wave, enhancement. It's just good. It's a solid. It's a solid tertiary attacker. Good taxi with the underworld. I like him. Am I building
And
around
he's
it?
better
No,
than Bastion.
I'm not building around him, but I do like it.
I mean, I could see him as kind of a centerpiece to a Sentinel team over Bastion easily.
But why are you building Sentinel?
If that's the brick that I was given, and I get stuck with whatever's kind of left over as the builder for my team, unless someone's building. I don't know how people are doing it, if it's one person building the teams or if it's everyone having input in. But if you have a viable Sentinel team, this guy is probably a centerpiece to that viable Sentinel team.
Okay, so I want to circle back to what you just said towards the end. So remind me, because I'll forget, team building mechanics later.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Prime Sentinel, moving on. Another new recruit, another Underworld TA, another Sentinel. Does all the same crap. KO somebody, you bring one in for 15 points or less on a red starting line. He has improved targeting out adjacency. I don't hate him at 50, actually.
I feel like his attack value is kind of lacking, but that range combat expert makes up for it, and
Yes.
ignoring adjacency for targeting. So I have him as a 4 out of 5 on a robot or Sentinel on a Sentinel team. But again, if you're really building Sentinel, are you really building right?
I mean, could be fun. Could be thematic.
Could be fun.
You're not winning, but be fun.
But yeah, if you're based and shooting out of adjacency, you're probably not going to be on top dial
Yeah.
because that energy shield deflection is not doing a whole lot with the 17. So He's a mid to low 3.
As far as the 15-point Sentinel recruits, he's not my favorite. Um,
I kind of like him at the 15-point dial because he's got energy explosion with force blast. Yes, that's a disruption for a way a team is set up.
with 9 and 10 attack, well, 10 and 11 with range combat.
Just saying, he could really mess some people up that are banking on formations.
that is a thing you could do, as they say on Degeneration Clicks, but not my favorite. If you're going with that type of team build, it's one out of your tools in your toolbox. So it is something you can do. Not something I'm doing, but it's something you can do. Okay. Uh, Mediocre Storm.
No, you were wrong again. All right, I'll go first on this storm. I believe it's my turn.
Yes.
Um, this is the standard card for Storm, not the alternative card. This one
Yes.
has hypersonic speed, force blast. When Storm uses hypersonic speed, she can ignore blocking terrain for targeting and doesn't have range. Granted, it's only a 4 range, but for 50 points, hypersonic speed, full range, 11 attack, psychic blast. Yes, this is really good. And if you just play her on the 35-point line, she's got what? One, two, three, 4 clicks of life for 35 points. Still works on my point economy. Leadership the whole dial. I feel like this is just good.
It's worth
Is it
noting
great?
that it's improved targeting, destroying blocking, so she's
Yes.
clearing a path.
Yes. For her hypersonic. So, and then she's going to be knocking you back. I feel like that is just going to be gross. And it's her movement power for her first 3 clicks. So she gets it on top dial or she gets it on low dial. It's 15 points more for the better attack, the better punch per se, because she's got psychic blast. I feel like if you cannot fit her on a team, then there's questions to be asked on what y'all pulled, because this is really good for 50 points. This is really good for 35 points. I feel like she is a definite 5 of 5.
Um, Solid 3. Um, main the primary card's good at 50. Um, I don't love her at 35 on the standard card. Um, I just I'm a hard pressed to pull to put any 10 attack on my team. It feels bad.
Yeah, but for 35 points, she can taxi around when she needs to taxi around, and she's a leadership for 35 points.
She is a leadership for 35 points. That is a thing. I just feel like there's so much leadership in this set that you don't need to.
Designate 35 points for it. I
Yeah,
can see that, but I feel like she could be like, oh, hey, yeah, Cyclops, you want to go again with your 4 damage and you're giving me enhancement, so it's 5 damage? Sure, let's do it again.
okay. Again, goes in the point filler pile. Not reaching for her to start with and build around, but she could be
She's
a
definitely a
tool.
secondary attacker for me.
All right. Let's talk about the butter card, the alternate card. When a friendly character with the X-Men keyword hits after resolution, Storm may knock back the hit characters / if a friendly character is named Jean Grey, opposing characters can't reduce knockback damage. Yay. Love this. Special movement, sidestep, passenger 2, but only to carry characters with the X-Men keyword, which in a sealed environment is going to be most of your team. Love her at 35 on this tile. Just sidestep carrying people. Um, just knocking people back. If friendly characters named Jean Grey, they're not reducing knockback damage. So you team her with any Jean Grey in a set, which there's a few of them. I love her as a point filler at 35 points. Argument could be made for 50, but I love her at 35 on this card.
Okay, on this card, the 35-point dial is what you want because you're getting the extra movement. The She's a step down for me personally because she's not the attacking Storm. So when I see Storm versus Nightcrawler, Nightcrawler's more of the support guy. Nightcrawler's more of the setup guy, and Storm is more like, hey, I know I'm a leader here, and I lead by example, and we're gonna go out here and slap people. So the regular card to me is the better form because she's leading by example. This one here, she's kind of the background support type Storm, and that's not how I see Storm in my head.
I agree.
Can she be that way? Yes. Does she need to be that way? No. This one to me is less than the super rare.
That's a hard disagree on my part, but um, she's good. She's okay. She would be a definitely maybe. All right, moving right along to Morph. It's morphin'
Morph.
time.
It's Morbin time. No, it's not Morbius. It's Morph. So who's up first? You, me?
You take him.
All right. Morph. Traded. Just like the old times. At the beginning of your turn, choose Hulk, Magic, or Quicksilver. Morph can use the corresponding effects until they choose again. If he chooses Hulk, you get Charge, Super Strength, and Modified Defense at +2. Magic, you get Blades, Claws, and Fangs, Phase and Teleport, and Carry Passenger 2. Quicksilver has Flurry, Sidestep, and Modified Speed +3. Morph is at 50 points. He has the Wild Card and the X-Men team ability. For what you can do out of just the picking stuff here, granted, it's not a standard pick a power type thing. You're picking one set and you're getting a stat bump. You're getting, you're not always getting a stat bump, but you're getting some kind of dual set of powers and then generally a stat bump, or you're getting a carry. This guy is a must play. I feel like if you pull multiple of this guy, he's even usable in multiples on the same team. So I love it. 5 of 5.
I agree. I love this piece. Um, I don't even know what I would pick. Like each one of those is extremely good in their own right, and for 8 clicks for 50 points, I mean it's just yeah, his 17 defense kind of sucks, but and then goes to
But he could be a
16.
19 defense.
Yeah, like it's workable. Love the team player. I love your utility. Shape change is always good. Uh, could be a potential
Plasticity.
lockdown piece with the plasticity. Put them on the Blaze Claw's Fangs or the Flurry when you got somebody locked in combat. I mean, it's just, yeah, no notes. He's
So
good.
to me, he's 50 points. He's easy to play and he's hard to put down. You can have any of your players play it, whether you think that they're the top shelf player or the lowest level of experience, as long as they understand what they need to pick. That's kind of the nuance with him, is knowing when to pick what power set, but he's still easy to play and hard to put down. So
Yep.
5 of 5.
Good job. Good job, WizKids. Made a good morph.
Yes.
All right, let's look at the alternate card. She can't say it, but I can. Once per game for all friendly characters with the straight, when another friendly character with the X-Men keyword would be KO'd, instead, turn into her last non-KO. Click and place them adjacent to Morph. Don't die. If that character has Logan or Wolverine in their name, they have immune until your next turn. Don't die, and you are safe for a turn. Love it. Shifting between forms. Free. Choose a friendly character within 4 squares. Until your next turn, Morph can use any standard powers that character can use and replaces their range with the chosen character's printed range. Copycat on steroids. Um, yeah, if you pull that alternate card, good job.
Yes. 50 points for the alternate card. It is a little bit different from the other morph. He may be a little easier to KO, but for what he's doing to just modify the field because that the first trait doesn't matter where you are. You just place them next to morph. Yes, I feel like this is a step up from the 5 out of 5 that I gave the last guy. So he's definitely a 5 of 5.
This is what Copycat should be. Of
Copycat's kind of stronger because she just gets everything.
Yeah,
She doesn't have to choose a character.
that's what I'm saying. That Copycat is too good for her points. I like that you have to choose a friendly character and you just get their standard powers. You don't just universally get everything. I like that over Copycat. But this is sealed, so we're not talking about that stuff. But yeah, absolutely play him if you pull him. Absolutely play him with the alternate card if you pull it. And pair him with Wolverine 100% of the time. Good job. I like it.
Good job, Wizkids. All right, you want to go Dino Man A?
All right, you take that one.
Dino Man A, or known as the Dino Man that's orange. He is a goon. He's the first goon that we've actually seen as a goon trait, so you can make more of them whenever they're KO'd on a 50-50 roll. If you do not roll, you get what? Replace a friendly character with the animal or mojo verse keyword up to 3 squares away from the current square. So you're getting to modify where the board is at. This guy is the range version of a Dino Man. His values are not great for his opening clicks on 50 or 15. He does have a nice little enhancement to start off with if you get a few of them. Toughness. This guy to me is maybe the worst of the 3 Dino Men.
I agree.
He's maybe a fringe play at a 3 out of 5. I like the flight, so he's a taxi, but I feel like there's plenty of other flight that you can use as a taxi.
I agree. I like the enhancement, but other than that,
It doesn't work in multiples of the Dino Man because technically you're trying to use the energy explosion and you're not using the enhancement with it. So it kind of doesn't work. His range is only a 3. So to be considered the range version of the Dino Man, it is very, very hard. I would say maybe even a low 3 to a high 2 just because of the taxi capability.
I agree. Moving right along to purple, pink.
Purple. It says it in his name, purple.
Oh, okay. Yes, you can read better than I can. All right. Yeah, same thing.
This one's a close version, and I like him more.
1 through 3, heal a friendly character with animal or mojoverse, keyword 3 clicks. I like that he's healing 3 clicks instead of 1. That's good. I like him. I'm always a fan of blades. Charge blades is always good. 9 attack. It hurt. That's rough. Yeah.
But again, it's blades and it's empower. So are you using the blades or using the empower? 99% of the time you're going to use the blades. So if you have multiples of these.
I'm probably utilizing more for the empowerment than the blades because
if you're using it for the empower, it's for the other characters. But if you have multiples of the Dino Man, is what I'm saying, that you would generally be using charge with blades and then trying to have whatever lackeys around him to bonus off of the empower. So it doesn't work as great as I wanted to. I love him on clicks 2, 3, and 5 because of the blades and exploit.
Yeah.
But then right then you're swinging for the fences and you're on house money. So roll it up anyway.
He's a goon. I mean, what do you want from a goon? That's about it. So,
what you want from a goon is the blue one.
Yes, this is by far my favorite. Yes. Any goon with poison, gimme. You bring this guy.
Plasticity poison.
You bring this guy out, and he immediately poisons. Love it.
Combat reflexes. So yes, it's you got to deal with him up close unless you're ignoring adjacency for shooting. Shape change to help him out. Man, this guy to me is the one. Now, it does something different on the goon trait because on a 1 to 3, you're removing an action token from up to 3 friendly characters with the animal or mojoverse keyword. So it's not the healing that the purple one does. It's not the placement that the orange one does. This one is removing action tokens, so it's helping your action economy. but that doesn't mean you want him to die. You want him to sit there and tie him up and poison as long as you can.
Just point out they are soldiers for whatever reason, so they pair well with Captain America.
Yes.
Blue one, 100%. Four out of five. Love him. If I don't know, I've pulled one out of four bricks, so I don't know how likely you are to get this one, but I love him. I think if you can run them all together, I love the utility of just picking what you need at the time. But 9 out of 10 times I'm pulling this one out if I have the choice because I love the poison alone.
Yeah, I feel like he's just for 15 points, he's going to be the hardest one to put down. So if you're forced to play a Dino Man, this is the one you want.
All right.
Other than that, you won't see very many Dino Men.
All right. 017 Wolverine because we can't have an X-Men set without 25 Wolverines. Apparently, we can't have a Deadpool set without 25 Wolverines. So, all right, Wolverine. A solid 3 for me. He's your run-of-the-mill, basic, humdrum Wolverine. Blaze Claw's Fangs for his first, well, his whole dialogue, basically. His first 4 clicks, when Wolverine hit characters can't heal until your next turn. In sealed, I don't know how much that is going to matter. Like there is healing in the set. I don't know if that really matters though that much. His 18 toughness sucks. His blank 3 damage, which doesn't really matter because he's got blades. Charge blades is always good though. I just wish he had close combat expert on the top dial. But charge blades 12. He's okay. He's for 50 points. He's a solid 3, maybe 4. Not building around him. I do like him. What do you think?
Secondary attacker, I think he's great.
Yes.
50 point value, I think works because he's 6 clicks long for 50 points. The point economy works there for what I like to look for. He is a little squishy, but he's got the last 3 clicks of regen, so hopefully you're able to get that off. He's got the exploit at the end of his dial, which you can never really bank on, but full dial of 3 damage, full dial of charge. I feel like he has a home as a secondary, maybe even a third attacker for this. So I got him as a high level 3, high to mid level 3.
So I'm thinking about it through actual play, and he's probably not getting one shot because he's 6 clicks long. So unless they're hitting him for 6, which is not likely, you're hitting him to a regen, but then you're using a costed action to regen him.
Now,
yeah,
there is another mindset since there is healing in the game, and Wolverine can take a hit. He could also be an X-Men battery, and then he can heal up because he's got the regen. But that's a long game. That's not how we normally play in sealed. But again, he can be used that way.
Soldier keyword, Captain America.
Still, Captain America is not great. But Wolverine, I would put him at a high 3.
Yeah, I agree. Let me check my notes here. Yeah, solid 3, maybe 4. All right. Miss Madeline Pryor. Is it my turn?
It doesn't matter. Go ahead.
All right. Madeline Pryor. This is my less favorite of the Jean Grey Madeline Pryor combos, but this is the one that Jean Grey can turn into. When Madeline Pryor starts a game, you can replace her with 002 Jean Grey on the same click number. If you don't, generate a Cable Bystander. Cable gives you phasing, energy explosion, invulnerability, and prob. That's a great bystander.
His attack is lacking a little, but
yeah,
he is a really good bystander.
He's a bystander. I mean, but Madeline is giving you sidestep, pensai, toughness, perplex, going down to enhancements. I don't love it. I don't hate it. She is what she is. I don't know why she is the uncommon because she seems Jean Grey seems better to me, but 50 points. I like Cable a lot. I don't know what I doing. Well, you talk about her, and then we'll just go
Okay, I
straight
kind of
to
want to
Jean
lump her
Grey.
and Jean Grey together. I know
Yeah,
I'm going to go over it again when we get to Jean Grey.
yeah.
If you pull either of these, do not use the swap mechanic. The Pogs are great assets. You're not paying for the Pogs in points, but you're getting roughly 10 plus point value or more out of the Pogs because you're getting probability control out of this Pog with invulnerability. So he's a really good body blocker. He may not be very good for attacking, but a really good body blocker. So you're getting, technically, if you leave her on the map, you're getting a perplex and a prop. She's a flyer. There's quite a few flyers in this set, but when you need a flyer, it's nice to have. She's
Sidestep
not really
flyers are
doing much for
great.
the
I love
attack.
sidestep flying.
Yes. She's not really doing much for the attack, but she's got a constant 10 down the dial. So it's not like she's the main attacker. If you're building the main attacker to be Madeline Pryor, uncommon, good luck.
I do want to point out the infinite loop for until Wizkids makes an official announcement for Woodwright and Clix, the loop is closed. But I
What is
think
this loop?
what's that?
What is this loop?
All right, so when Madeline Pryor starts a game, you may replace her with Jean Grey. Jean Grey says when she starts the game, you may replace her with Madeline Pryor. Madeline Pryor says when she starts the game, you replace her with Jean
Eh,
Grey.
I don't see that as an infinite loop because it says when you start the game. So this is one swap, one opportunity to swap. Because if you swap, that's not the start of that character on the game. You've made a swap. You're past the start.
According to, as I understand from the judges,
Yeah,
technically
yeah,
that
yeah. I understand.
that it,
I'm wrong again,
technically
remember? 99%.
technically it is correct in infinite loop, but it's just going to get a clarification from WizKids and it's going to be closed because that's stupid. Why would you do that for a 0-0 game? But it is a thing you can do, but it is not a thing you can do at Red, White, and Clicks. That being said, let's look at Jean Grey.
Oh, we're going to switch it up and go to Jean Grey now?
Yeah, let's talk about my own pair because they're a pair. Jean Grey does the same thing.
Jean Grey does not do the same thing.
Well, she does the
Totally
same
different.
same replacement tech, but if you don't replace her, she brings in Cyclops, which is sidestep, precision, toughness, range combat expert. Jean Grey herself has mind control, TK, ESD, and prob. So either way, you're getting a prob.
No,
I like
you
Jean Grey
don't
so
get it
much
either
more.
way because if you're doing the swap, you're not getting the cable bystander, so you're not getting prob.
No, I'm saying if you are running Madeline, you don't swap her, you get a prob from Cable. If you bring in Jean Grey, you get prob from Jean Grey.
Yes.
I just like this one so much better. I like the TK. I like the mind control. I like the prob. Her weakness is that she doesn't have movement attack, but she is placing somebody else, which I love. And Cyclops
I love the Cyclops.
is great. No notes.
I love the Cyclops.
He's a very
11 for 4, basically, is what he's starting with. The precision strike.
yeah.
Range of 5. So, yeah. Yeah.
And your generator, so he's getting the X-Men TA.
No, he doesn't
No,
get the
no,
TA.
he's
He
getting the
gets
X-Men
the keyword.
keyword. So, yeah, I like her a lot better than Madeline, but I can see why you would play her. But I agree with you, Scott. If you're running these, generate the pogs. Don't do the swap.
And if you pulled a Phoenix, the Phoenix benefits off of both of them.
Yes.
Or they benefit off the Phoenix, whichever way you want to look at it. And then you have the alternate card for Jean also.
Mm-hmm. All right. Alternate card. You read this one.
Telepathic Network. Friendly characters with the X-Men keyword have Safeguard Mind Control. Crazy in this format. There's a ton of mind control. When a friendly character with the X-Men keyword is given a costed action, if Jean Grey has no action tokens, you may instead give the action token to that for that action to Jean Grey. That is bonkers. She's
Yes.
going to take the action instead. Mind control is free, but only if Jean Grey has 2 action tokens. Really, really good. When Jean Grey uses mind control, if a friendly character is named Storm, after resolutions, they'll each hit character 1 penetrating damage. So this is the second time we've seen Jean Grey and Storm pairing up.
Yes.
Granted, they're both alternate cards, so you will not be able to run them together. But this is just an even better version of the 002. If you pull this card, the second trait, half of the second trait is not worth it. But mind control is free, but only if Jean Grey has 2 action tokens. Yes, please.
Yes.
That's
And
extra.
so,
I'll take an action, I'll take a second action, and then I can free mind control. And then the start of my next turn, I'll have 2 actions. So at any point during that turn, I can free mind control again. Again, action economy out the wazoo. Love it. Play it.
all right. So let's walk this through. All right, because I want to really spell it out for the players because this is so good. So she takes an action. She TKAs to somebody, and then that person takes an action, gives their action token to Jean Grey. So now she has 2 actions. So she moved. Now she's getting mind control is free. Start the next turn. She has mind control. It's free again. I mean, that's just amazing.
Yes.
Love
It
it.
is amazing. They made a figure like this a long time ago with Brother Voodoo, where he had action tokens and he got to do extra stuff or make extra free attacks. Still really good. Now, if you're running this with the 250 point Magneto, it's all garbage. It doesn't work. She's not getting that second action token. I mean, technically, I guess she could because you would be getting the action token from Magneto. So I don't know. Maybe it works. I like that. If it works that way. Magneto gets
Uh,
freeze if he doesn't have action tokens, and she gets freeze if she has 2 action tokens.
Let me go back and read him. I want to see exactly how it's worded. Can't be given costed actions. So she can be given the
No,
action
you give
token.
Magneto the costed action, and she takes the token.
Yes.
So then she can make a free mind control. Man,
Oh,
I like.
she's gross with him. I like that. That's really good. All right, where was I? All right. Are we done with Jean Grey?
Jean Grey B. Yeah, we're back to Magneto now.
All right. All right. The Doc Brown Magneto with the crazy hair. All right. Do we want to talk about him alone, or do you want to start with the 001?
I feel like we got to talk about him alone.
Okay.
We can talk about him with the 001 in a minute. I feel like we got to talk about him alone.
He's a solid 4 for me. I love him.
I got him as a borderline playable and a 3. He's really, really, really good point value, but no moving attack to start with.
Sidestep is a moving attack.
It's not a moving attack.
Sidestep's a moving attack. Are you moving?
Sidestep's
Yes.
like a cane walking an attack, okay?
Are you moving? Can you make an attack? It's moving attack.
You're placing. You're not necessarily. I guess you are moving technically. You're
Okay.
moving 2 for free.
I really like him in Steel, especially. Barrier is free, but only if Magneto replaces a character this game, which feeds into 001.
Yes.
So you're getting double barrier. Awesome. I know you hate barrier, but it's very, very good.
Barrier, Rob, they're really, really good. I love them.
Please do not make me let you down. Once per turn, when Magneto destroys 1 or more pieces of terrain, after resolutions, you may deal 1 penetrating damage to each opposing character that occupied or was adjacent to 1 or more destroyed pieces of terrain. So you're making double barrier, and he's moving, or no, targeting through.
Yeah, so you're not making it if you're burying, and then you're not doing this. He has to do the free barrier to do that.
Okay, so he's free barriering, and then shooting through it, destroying it. And after resolutions, you're dealing 1 penetrating to each opposing character that was adjacent to or occupied 1 or more destroyed pieces of terrain. That's absolutely great. Just dealing penetrating damage alone, and then dealing it to multiple characters just for being next to a piece of blocking that you generated is free. is awesome. Sidestep, 12 attack, 19. Toughness kind of sucks, but it's 19. Leadership it is 100 points, so that hurts him, but you're getting 10 clicks for 100 points. Absolutely love him.
I mean, the economy is there for what I asked for, generally.
Yes.
So, I mean, but it's a lot. It's a lot going on. It's a lot of okay. So do you foresee a lot of teams having bunches of little pieces or just a few bigger pieces? Generally, out of the set so far.
I feel like it's going to be a lot of
kind of swarmy.
50 to 100 point pieces on teams.
I feel like it's going to be kind of swarmy.
Yeah.
And this guy does not, I mean, he can deal with a swarm if he can put his barrier down. But he doesn't ignore the character. So if I can just get a couple pieces in there to stop where he can put his barrier, then he's less useful. But for the 100 points, I like it. That's the reason I got him on like the borderline playable, because it's point value, but you get a ton for the points. So
I agree. I like him. I like him better as replacement, but I could see playing him at 100 points by himself.
right.
I just really like
Go
the
to
free
001.
All right. 001, 70 point Magneto when he had the comb in his hair. All right. For all characters with this trait. Oh, well, you read this one. I took the last one.
Xavier's memory. For all characters with this trait, when an opposing character KOs a friendly character with the X-Men keyword, after resolution, you may replace Magneto with a character named Magneto of 100 points or less on the same click number. So, basically, if your opponent KOs a friendly character with the X-Men keyword, like there's any in this set, then he can jump to the big boy dial. It's very easy to make him jump to the big boy dial, but you're only gaining 30 points. You're getting, an extra 3 clicks of life, 2 clicks of life. I do, however, like his TK power more than the other guy because he can just destroy. He can use ranged terrain actions as free. So I can sidestep, shoot, whatever, or make a barrier and then free make a ranged terrain action with it. I feel like this one for 70 points to me is a little better. I got improved targeting hindering, so your stealth doesn't matter. I'm just smashing you with toys that I create. So I don't know. I feel like this guy to me is a better Magneto than the other one. He's still a 3 to me, but he's cheaper points, so and better point economy.
I love them paired together, for sure.
Do you want to run them paired together, or do you want to run one team with a 100 point Magneto and one with a 70?
I would put them together so you can swap into them.
Okay.
I like that they made it opposing character KOs with somebody, and not that you just drop somebody off a cliff and make him switch.
Okay, so next question. Would you ever use this guy to bring in the SR? Or are you just starting with the SR?
Argument can be made either way. I'm probably... That's a good question.
I feel like you start with the SR.
Yeah, I feel like you start with the SR by himself, but the argument could be made either way.
What do you give him? 4 out of 5? 3 out of 5?
I give him a solid 4.
All right.
All right. So
Val Cooper.
As my wife has helped me open our boosters, every time she saw this one and every other booster, she's like, all I can think of is the movie Working Girl. You're going to pull a lot of her. She was in, like, seriously every other booster. It was crazy. All right. Magneto was right, which I agree. Magneto was right. When a friendly character is hit, after resolutions, you may KO Dr. Valerie Cooper If you do, heal that character 2 clicks, and they modify their combat values +1 until the end of your next turn. Even if this effect is lost, protected pulse wave. Commission on superhuman activities. Leadership shape change. When Valerie Cooper uses leadership and succeeds, you may instead generate a CSA officer bystander, which is hot garbage.
6 with sidestep is that precision strike.
Yes.
10, 17 toughness, and 1 damage. It does have the PD team ability, so it has some viability. Not great, but some.
Yeah, I'm not. Gross. I hate the bystander. It's stupid. All right. When a friendly character is hit, afterwards it may KO her to heal that character 2 clicks and modify their values. For 25 points, sure. I mean, she's got TK.
I got her as a 3 out of 5. The TK can be very, very helpful.
Yes.
The POG generating doesn't sound great, but once you get a few of the PD's modifying stats down, and then she can mastermind into this CSA officer, I'm like, okay, this can be really useful. And then just leadership for 25 points. I'm digging it. I am totally digging it.
Right,
The shape change can be helpful to help protect her. I don't like incapacitate with a 0 range, but she's got it. I don't know what she's doing with it.
All right, so let's see here. In this set, there is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 TKers.
So you have 4 of them being common, and one of them is an alternate card. So basically, you have four sources of TK in this set.
So for 25 points, I would definitely use her as a viable TKer. It's because it's so rare in a set.
Yes. Now she's gonna break theme.
Yes.
Because she's not X-Men. But I feel like if you need a leadership and you need a TK option for 25 points, that's a package that's kind of hard to pass up. I have her as a high 3.
Yeah, I agree. She's a good filler. Just the ability to just heal somebody 2 clicks whenever you want and modify their values.
And you're losing 25 points for the heal, so it could be viable.
Yeah. But if it's your main attacker and you need that guy to be full dial on your next turn, you just say, okay, kill the dumb blonde and heal them in 2 clicks and they're full dial. Leadership TK is great for 25 points. I like her. Solid 3.
All right.
Gambit. Go for it.
All right. I got him as his point economy is a little outside where I want it, but I like what he's bringing. I'm going to be in the minority here. Late dial precision strike, which you can't bank on it. Free once per game. Make a range attack with a range of 8, ignoring characters. Increase damage dealt by 1 for each hit target. He's got 3 targets. So that could be roughly a 6. Increase damage dealt by 1 to each hit target. So roughly you could be doing 2 damage to each one regardless with precision strike. So he starts with beignets and basketball. When a friendly character uses the X-Men team ability after resolutions, remove an action token from that character and the character they chose for the X-Men team ability. I feel like he's working with the X heal. He's not an offensive Gambit. He's more of a support style. I do like the run and shot energy explosion top dial. Only 4 range with 3 targets, so he can really push out on the goons or the lower point characters. He can really mess with those guys. I got him as a 3 out of 5.
I give him a 2.
He's mid 3, maybe low 3.
55 is a lot to ask for him. I would have liked to see him at 45.
Action economy for that X heal is really good. I like the action economy he's giving you, removing tokens for the X heal.
All right, let's look at the alternate card,
Pig.
which is interesting.
This is Pig.
All right, how about a game? For all characters with this trait, when a character, friendly or opposing, misses all targets after resolution. So this is not a may. This is just it just happens. After resolutions, the player friendly to that character adds a pig token to their sideline. Then, if that player has 3 pig tokens on their sideline, the opponent scores 25 points. Their turn immediately ends, and no characters can use this trait for the rest of the game. Nobody's banking on this.
I love it.
It's something that can happen. I like it in this set because there's a lot of single target characters. So you just make somebody miss and they're getting a pig token. You get 25 points.
It also works for super senses, though.
Yeah. So the Chase Nightcrawler loves this.
Yeah, especially if he misses 3 times.
I'm
Then
just saying
he
you're
just
not.
gives me 25 points. Appreciate it.
I'm just saying you're not banking on it because it can hurt you.
It can.
It's fun. It's thematic. It's fun.
It's 25 points. I feel like it's not game breaking per se.
No, but I've seen
So
games win and lost by 5 points. So
yes.
Energy Explosion, 52 card pickup. Energy Explosion, when Gambit makes an attack and a finalized attack, it rolls a 5 and a 2. All targets become hit and the damage dealt is penetrating. That's never happening. Move on. Always know the odds.
Happening?
What?
When an attack is a 5 and a 2, 7 is the most common number to roll. But you have to have a 5 and a 2.
But how many combinations are there that has 7?
All targets become hit and damage dealt is penetrated.
But it has to be a 5 and a 2. It can't be a 3 and a 4. It has to be 5 and a 2.
6 and a 1. It can be a 5 and a 2. I'm just saying for this, I mean it's late dial. He's got a 10 and a 9 attack. Generally, a 7 is not going to hit. So for you to be like, oh, hey, I did roll a 5 and a 2. It is now penetrating. I'm for it. I mean, it's just kind of a niche thing that may or may not happen.
It's just something that can happen. You're not banking on it.
No, you're not banking on it. Just like you're not banking on pig, but...
All right. First 3 clicks. Always know the odds. Outwit, probability control. Friendly characters with the X-Men keyword have Safeguard, Energy Explosion. There is a ton of Energy Explosion in this set that alone is very, very good.
I like the Outwit and Prob.
Yes.
I have him as a high 4 out of 5. Granted, I like the niche things that he's doing. You may not ever get to do any of them, but I feel like it's just for a fun game.
But we're not playing this one. We're playing Team Sealed, Cutthroat, main event. Are you reaching for him?
This would just be something bonkers to add to it to be like, haha, I got 25 points because you can't hit.
So you're telling me
I would prob super senses running.
Scott, you're breaking up, buddy.
Energy explosion, range of 4. I feel like it is. I'm sorry if I'm breaking up. I feel like he's decent. He's a 4 to me.
All right. So on Sunday, if you were at Red Riding Clix, building your competitive team for a sealed event, are you reaching for this guy for 55 points?
For the 4th figure, yes, as number 4 on the team.
Okay. He's a solid 3, maybe 4, just because I like the damage power, the outwit prob, and safeguard energy explosion. I'm not banking on anything else. He's a filler, tertiary attacker. Don't hate him, don't love him. He has cool stuff, fun stuff, but I'm probably not building with him in a competitive event. All right, read me Rogue.
Definitely not competitive, but for sealed, yes, I would build with him.
All right, let's talk about Rogue.
All right, 65 or 50 points. It's an extra 15 points for the top 2 clicks. I feel like that is an autoplay at the 65 points. She's got Let Me Borrow This Sugar free, give an adjacent friendly character up to 2 action tokens. For each action token given, choose a standard power that character can use. Rogue can use the chosen powers until she chooses again. There are a ton of figures that have multiple powers, and a lot of them you are not using right out of the gate. So yes, give them 2 tokens and let Rogue get 2 powers off of them.
All right.
This is a
I need
a
you to
4 out
read
of
me
5.
that. I need you to read me that trait in your best accent.
No, I can't. I don't have an accent for that.
Come on.
Sorry.
Let me borrow
Nope.
this sugar.
Nope. 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 Nope.
All right. No, I agree with you 100% all the way down.
4 out of
No,
5. The dial bangs too. So
yeah, no notes. Do you have anything else?
alternate card.
All right. I will not see any more mutant. I will not see any
Now,
more mutants
wait. I got a
die.
question. Got a question. Why
What?
did the alternate card make her become an uncommon
Uh, that
misprint?
that is a misprint on HC units.
It could be HC units. It could be the actual card itself. I don't know. Hadn't seen it.
I didn't pull one, so I don't know. That's good eye. Yeah, that's weird. Um, yeah, I will not see any more mutants die. Unique modifier. Friendly characters that share a keyword with Rogue, which will be everybody, modified defense +1 for each character in your KO area that shares a keyword with Rogue. That's a lot of sharing. KO area crap. But I do like that for everybody that dies, you're getting a play modification of +1 defense. So that's
Yeah,
good.
it'd be better if it was sideline active also. But when she's dead, first one dead, don't worry about it, guys.
Yeah. It was just very thematic for her. She just got angrier and angrier and stronger and stronger. Leading our kind to a new age. Leadership //. When Rogue hits, action total +1 this turn. Love that.
Love it.
Love it.
Love the action economy swing that she's giving you. You're already getting a +1 from leadership, so you might get that fifth action if she hits an attack. Yes. It's basically she's doing nothing. Or she's hitting and not costing you an action total for it, an action token for it.
So if you're right, and this is a very swarm heavy set, then this is just Chef's Kiss. Giving your team
This
five
is Chef's
actions.
Kiss. I love it.
Yeah. No
I
notes.
love the dial too. I mean, it's toughness all the way down, but it's 18 for the first floor and then 17 after that. So it's a very standard. It's very stable. It's not all over the place. It's going to be like boom, boom, boom. You have these powers in a row.
Why is there so
Now
much 10 attack in this set?
it's mid dial. You're not worried about it. Now what I don't like is that she's not getting to pick powers from friendly characters. So that hurts her a little bit
Yes.
over the other dial. But generally, if you pull this alternate card, you run both rogues together for 130 points, and you are bananas.
Yes, I agree. I just the 10 attack hurts me. It gives me pain in my soul to see 10 attack
It's
on some of
mid
these
dial.
figures.
Don't worry about it.
No, I'm just talking about in general. There's so much 10 attack in this set. These are mutants. These are high powered Omega level mutants with 10 attacks. It hurts my soul.
It's tossed around too easily. Omega level. It's too easy. To me, everyone's Omega level because they can do stuff I can't. So,
The
yes.
only My only note on this is the inconsistency in the dial because you got a whole rainbow of powers, so you never know quite what you're going to get until you start your turn. But I do like the 4 clicks of Steel Energy at the end. So she's going to be hard to put down. Toughness hurts her, but not if your friends are dying. Then she gets stronger. So I like it. Player.
I like it too. Chase Wolverine or regular Wolverine?
Let's go with the regular. Go ahead.
11. Yeah, number 11 Wolverine. He's got 2 dials, no move and attack, but he is a damage sponge. For 15 points extra, I would take the extra 4 clicks and being the mastermind beat stick. He's not even a beat stick. He's just a mastermind sponge of damage, and he's using his X-Men heal. So, 60 points or 35 points. I feel like it is really, really good, but he's mostly a pass if you're trying to play offensive. Now, if you got the ability to just be the damage sponge, go for it because he's hard to put down.
All right. Do you have anything else or
No, I like him at his 35 point dial if you're
okay?
running Chase Magneto.
Are you even looking at him for 60, or are you just going automatically 35?
Um, Probably 35. I mean, the 15 points. It depends on what you're running. If you have the 15, if you can spare the 15 points, and you have a taxi to carry him around, then it's just bonkers. Like, okay, you hit the taxi, great, thanks for hitting my storm, and Wolverine's going to suck up that damage and then heal right after it. So,
Okay. What did you give him overall?
by himself, he's got like a 2. On a team, he's a 4. He's not doing the attacking that you want Wolverine to normally do, but he's taking them hits for you. So,
All right. So notate the soldier keyword for Captain America if you wanted to do that. Um, okay. A couple things. First of all, only getting blades the last 4 clicks. Why? He's Wolverine. He's not punching.
because
He's
he's a
stabbing.
damage punch, he's not being offensive.
I don't care. He's Wolverine. He's not punching
He's
anybody. He's stabbing people. He should always have
he's
blades.
sulking. This is sulking Wolverine. He's sad
And
that he only had a few episode appearances in X-Men 97, so he's just like, fine, beat me up.
yeah,
That's all I'm good for.
I do like the damage sponge concept. Okay, so this will be one of those things that I will die on a hill about. Sidestep is move and attack. I don't care what you say. You are repositioning and attacking in the same turn. By definition, move and attack.
I can understand your philosophy on that, but to me, it's not what I want for my move and attack.
Okay, so I'm getting Peanut Gallery is saying, "Are you arguing like a little kid?" Yes, I am. I'm a grown man playing with toys, and I'm arguing my point like a little kid.
That's fine. I can acquiesce that it is a move and then an attack, but it is not moving half your movement and then attacking.
All right, so I want to point out the supplemental support because he is taking power action to heal somebody else, and you are not taking the damage from doing it. Um,
You may be even gaining a
you
click.
may be healing yourself. So it's that alone, I think, makes him a solid 3. The fact that he's a damage sponge makes him even more solid 3. The long dial, I'm not playing him at 35. I I don't like the 35 point dial at all. But I'm definitely playing him at 60. I give him a solid 3, possibly 4 on the playability scale. I just wish he had more damage output with blades. I don't understand the idea of a Wolverine without blades. It makes no sense to me. And the 10
He's got
attack,
blades. It's just not
again,
starting
10 attack. Why?
because he's not the attacking Wolverine. Wait for the next one. You'll get an attacking
All right.
Wolverine.
All right. So he's a definite maybe. All right. Moving on to the common chase, which still makes no sense to me, but whatever. Go at it, Scott.
Explosive sprint, charge but don't have speed. A friendly character named Gambit is named Gambit, passenger of 1. So you got a nice 10 movement of charge. If you got a Gambit with the lovely Perplex, I don't know which one Gambit starts with. No, he's not starting with Perplex. He's got Outwit and probably. Wolverine, this is the attacking Wolverine you want. He's got a full dial of Blades, Claws, and Fangs. When Wolverine uses it, after resolutions, deal damage equal to half the result of to all opposing characters other than the target within 3 squares, and then knock back all opposing characters within 3 squares. So roughly, he's just out there blowing up with his kinetically charged claws, messing up people. So this his only drawback, I'm going to tell you his only drawback is Battle Fury, so you can't carry him to position him. So sorry about all your flyers that you have in the set, but that's not really a drawback. He's bonkers good. 60 points for 9 clicks. Yes, he's got healing at the end of the dial. He's just blowing people up. So he makes it so that your opponents aren't huddled up. They got to space out properly. So
Yeah.
really good.
Yep. This Wolverine gave me an adamantium boner. I love it.
So did you take that, or did you like You didn't say how you were given this. Was it a gift from Wolverine to you, or did you just grow your own?
Just seeing it gives me one.
Oh, I mean, just saying. You keep saying it's giving you one. Like, is it a package deal?
I hate they so squishy. 18 impervious is a rough deal, but the fact that he's so long, you're not getting one shot, and you're not
Hold
down
on, wait a minute. You're going with adamantium boners and length now. What are you doing here?
to. Okay, I do love him. I do love him a lot. I just wish he had a little tougher defense, but yeah, chef's kiss. Good job, Wizkids. And a soldier.
So more Captain America nonsense.
Yes. All right. Friend of humanity again.
This is all you, boo.
Expendable
Goon now.
Goon. Tolerance is extinction. When a friend of humanity is KO'd by an opposing character after resolutions, roll d6, 1 through 3, deal the character that KO'd them 1 damage. If that character has X-Men TA, the damage dealt is unavoidable. Love that. 4 through 6, you make another expendable Goon. All right. What I have my notes? Yes. Solid 4 for me.
A 4?
Yeah.
Why a 4?
All right. So, sidestep blades at 50 points with Empower. Love it. At 15 points, Flurry with 12 attack and Empower. I love it. And just the fact that if you KO her, you were taking one unavoidable, probably.
Maybe.
If you're not taking one unavoidable, I'm making another one. So I don't love giving away 15 points, but as far as expendable goons go, Flurry 12 with Empower is beautiful to me. I love it.
So it's not unavoidable. It just says deal them 1 damage.
But 90% of the
Oh, it
set
does
has
say, okay,
XMTA.
if they have X-Men team ability, then it's unavoidable. Okay. So I can see where she can be doing that. You could potentially win a game, but it's a lot of attrition that you're trying to deal with. I don't like the top dial really very much at all.
Okay, what do you have against sidestep?
I don't have anything against sidestep. I feel like sidestep is a very, very good power. I love Empower, but I don't feel like sidestep with 2 bolts. I'm not getting anywhere. Does she have the Underworld TA?
Yes.
Yes, she does. So she can potentially carry another one with her. I do like the low dial, however. If you're going to run 3 of these pieces, then I feel like the low dial is where you want it because you're going to get to use Flurry 12 attack with 2 empowers. Then yes, that can be very useful. And then your combat reflexes.
I agree.
For the 50-point dial, I just feel like that is an extra 35 points of sync that's not helping you.
Okay.
So
it's something you can do, and I could understand the argument for it, but I 100% agree with you. 3 of her at 15 points is way better than 1 of her at 50.
yes. So I have her at best a high 2
Scott,
at best.
what do you want from a 15? What do you want from a 15-point goon?
Okay, I do love the goon trait where she's going to be able to deal damage potentially. But if I'm running this team, if I'm attacking her and I have the option to not have an X-Men kill her, then that just saves me the whole extra damage rollout. If not, I score a minimum 15 points.
All right. April's threatening to come in here and separate us.
Look, that's why you wanted to do this. You want a differing
Yes, I
opinions,
love
and
it.
I'm
I
giving you
love
my
this.
honest opinion that she is a 2 on top dial at best, and she may be a 3 on low dial.
Okay.
The only thing saving her is the goon trait and the empower.
I do not like the goon mechanic. I don't like just handing out 15 points. But if I'm going to run goons, if I'm going to swarm a team with goons, This is what I want on my team. I want something that's going to deal damage. It's going to empower my friends and get multiple attacks off with a 12 attack.
Look,
Love it.
for sealed, this is going to be the best opportunity she has because there's going to be X-Men all over the place in the X-Men
Yes.
sealed. Yes?
Yes. Yes.
But do you see yourself running a Sentinel team?
No.
Do you see one of your teammates running a Sentinel team?
Yes.
Potentially, maybe. If you're running a Sentinel team, then I feel like this is somewhat viable for it, and this is going to be the best viability she has, except for BRs. That's what I'm saying. We're not doing BRs right now. We're talking about just sealed.
Yes.
So I got her low 3 at best on low dial.
If you're going to run a goon team, she is very good.
You got to have a bunch of them though.
Yeah. You gotta have a bunch of them. You got if somebody's going to run a goon team, you just give them all the goons and say have fun. You don't split the goons up amongst 3 players. You got one person that's going to say, "All right, I'm taking one for the team. I'm going to run all the goons," and you just give them every goon in the box. All right.
Yeah, I could see it. 20
Uh,
figures at 15 points.
yeah. All right. Sentinel Technician. Go for it.
Another goon. Sentinel Technician. When the Sentinel Technician is KO'd by an opposing character after resolutions, roll a d6. On a 1 through 3, generate a character named Prime Sentinel on its 15-point or less starting line adjacent to a friendly character. So it's opposite of what the other one was. On a 4 through 6, generate a character with the expendable goon trait on its... What? It's the same thing.
So no matter what, you're generating something else. 1 through 3,
So
1 through 3, it
this
has
is
to be
even
Prime
worse than I
Sentinel.
thought because it's just generating points for your opponent. I do like the 15-point line because of the poison and the mastermind and the support, but if they have dual target, which most of the characters in the set seem to have at least one or more targets, this guy is not great. I got him as a pass.
4.
You got him as a 4?
Again, if you're going to run a goon team, this one, no matter what, is generating more goons. Whether it's a Prime Sentinel or something else like Friend of Humanity, you're generating something, no matter what. And when you, if you make more of him, he's coming in and poisoning immediately. He's got the mastermind to keep him alive, and anytime you have a goon with support, I'm putting him on my team. I love a 15-point that can heal up your main attacker. Yes, please.
Who's your main attacker? These 15-point goons. Nobody. The 12 attack one with no damage unless he's got multiple.
No, he's not healing other goons. He's healing your main
energy
attacker.
Explosion is going to just destroy these guys, and you're getting free points. I'm just saying, if I have an energy explosion in any form of penetration,
you're breaking up, bud.
Energy explosion, you're doing nothing but donating points. So,
and again, I don't like the.
It's meant to be that way.
I don't like.
I said if you have.
I don't like the good ability, but if I'm going to run it, this is my first pick.
Okay, I will agree to disagree.
Okay. Yeah, moving right along. I hate just giving away points. This is not my style. One of my teammates, he loves the goons, and he will probably run the crap out of these in a team sealed event. But if I were to run one, this would be one of my top choices. All right, Prime Sentinel, the one that he brings in. All right, when he's KO'd 1 through 3, give the character who KO'd them an action token. Blah. 4 through 6, make another goon. 15 points, he's sidestep, quake, shape change, willpower. Meh. 50 points, sidestep, super strength, and vuln. Meh. I like that he can sidestep, carry people with Underworld. I like that he has flight. Quake is okay. 10 attack sucks. Shape change, keep him alive. Not my first choice. what I have Matt. He's a solid 2, maybe 1. He's just something you put in a group of goons.
I got him as a 3.
What?
Um, Sidestep and flight, the willpower, the shape change. I feel like low dial, he's viable. On the top dial, I'm not digging it.
And what are his keywords?
Sentinel and robot.
Which most of this set hates, and they get buffs for.
Not everyone hates Sentinels and robots. Val Cooper doesn't hate them.
All right. Well, not my favorite goon. But if you're going to run goons, you're going to run all of them. So you're going to have all of them no matter what. You're just going to pick and choose what you need for the utility. All right. Everybody's favorite blue monster. Go for it.
This is going to be Sully. I mean, no, Beast. Sully has purple spots, I believe.
No, this is Beast.
Mimnomic, whatever that is, Scrambler. When Beast attacks targeted characters with the giant, or excuse me, colossal or robot or sentinel keyword, can't positively modify their combat values until your next turn. He also has outwit and support. He's got 2 dials, 30 points for the low dial, 60 points for the high dial, improved movement, characters, and elevated. I would say low dial, he is a 4. High dial, I would probably pass on.
Why?
Why? Um, I just okay. You're getting the super senses, but you're also I don't know. I feel like your attack is less. Your movement power to move and attack is less. So to me, this is a more of a setup on the top dial for 30 points versus being actually more usable on low dial.
Okay. At low dial, I give him a 4. At top dial, maybe 3. Just because 60 points is a big ask for a 10 attack. I hate the 10 attack. I'm tired of seeing it.
Hey, we're almost done. There's only a few more.
Yeah. I like the charge blades on the top dial for 30 points. I like outwit and support always. And the fact that anybody with robot or sentinel, it can't positively modify their combat values until your next turn. So he attacks somebody, he's shutting off any positive modifiers for the attacked character, and that's for everybody. So he makes the first attack, and it's whether he hits or not. So he
Yeah,
just
whether
targets
he hits or
them.
not, I love that part.
So he just says, "Hey, you don't get positive modifiers," and then Wolverine and Cyclops and Jean Grey go to town and make a mess of things. And then with his outwit and support, it's just even more bonus. And he's moving through elevation and characters on his charge and sidesteps. So I like him a lot. I think he's a great utility piece. Maybe not your main attacker, but he's going to empower your main attackers by turning off modifiers. I love him.
All right, what about the alternate card? What do
All
you
right.
think of that guy?
Okay. A beautiful involuntary friendship. When Beast hits a character with the robot or sentinel keyword, again, they are one and the same, robot and sentinels. Uh, when he hits. Wait.
Friends of Humanities are not robots.
Okay. But he hates sentinels and robots. All right. When he hits
Yes.
a character with those keywords with a close attack, after resolutions, you may use mind control as free, but only to target that character. That's great. So he
No,
hits.
I'm going to disagree. If you're running the Sentinels or robots, most of them are the goons, right? What is their life expectancy? 2 clicks?
That's fine.
He's
But
doing roughly 2 clicks, so they're not going to be alive for him to mind control.
okay, let me back up here. Okay. Sentinels.
Dead.
You got Bastion, Sinister,
Oh,
Cable.
if you're building with Bastion, then you're wrong.
The Chase Bastion?
Oh, the Chase Bastion maybe, but he's not hitting him.
Mr. Sinister, Cable. And then, yeah. But then the robots, we got Bastion, Abscess. Okay. Maybe you have a point on this one. I still like it. I think it's.
Beast alternate card. There we go.
But the fact that if they don't die, then he gets to free mind control them and do something cool with them.
Yeah,
I just think that's fun.
potentially.
Right. Potentially fun. All right. Look for the helpers. Friendly characters with the X-Men TA. Or friendly characters have the X-Men TA. So just everybody. When they use it, if they have the X-Men TA printed on their base, instead of rolling a d6, the result is 6, and they automatically heal. And they don't take the unavoidable. That's stellar.
And then his damage power changes from outwit support to outwit perplex.
Yeah. I love him. I'd say he's a solid 4.
On the 30-point dial, yes, 4. I feel like him helping out with the X-Men team ability may bump him up to the higher 4s.
Anytime you get outwit and perplex on the same dial, on the same power, I love it. There's nothing better to me. Well, there's Arthur better things, but I just love the getting both together.
All right, Jubilee A.
Jubilee.
40 points for 5 clicks of life. I love the point economy already. Energy explosion. Jubilee deals penetrating damage to opposing characters with the robot keyword. Again, your goons for the Sentinel side do not like it. She starts off with running shot, improved targeting, and has an 11 attack with this energy explosion. For 40 points, X-Men battery for healing, I would say it's viable. Is it great? Probably not. I think I have Jubilee A as a 2 out of 5. If you need place for the X-Men heal, then if you need an X-Men heal battery, then she may go up to the low level 3s.
Yeah, I agree. 2, 3. 40 points, whatever. All right.
Alternative card for the A dial. Go ahead.
All right, extra life. This is the fun one. Extra life. When Jubilee starts the game, add an extra life token to your sideline. // when Jubilee would be KO'd, you may remove the extra life token from your sideline. If you do, instead turn her to click 2. Do not die. All right.
So this extra life token only affects her.
Yes, but still, point denial. So you're getting essentially 80 points for 40 because you got to kill her twice. Gamer Girl and a Gamer World. Energy Explosion, Penetrating Psychic Blast. Love it. // when Jubilee hits with a range attack, hit characters have a range of 0 until your next turn. This is a more range heavy set, so just taking away their range attacks is really good. Yeah. I'm using her if I pull her just for the extra life and point denial. Give her 4, maybe 3, but probably 4.
So you're giving her a 4?
Yeah.
I gave her a 4 as well. I feel like just the extra life you get out of this piece, haha, pun on the words. You're getting roughly 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 clicks of life for 40 points. The point economy works very well. The energy explosion pin side works really well, ignoring hindering. Granted, the range is a 4. And just to be careful, energy explosion still hurts your friendly characters.
Yes.
So watch out on your placements.
Pairing it with Pensai is beautiful. I love it. All right.
We got a B dial for Jubilee.
B dial. Blinded by the light.
6 clicks for 25 points.
Wes, you are giving me the ick so bad right now.
My wife is so annoyed with me. All right. Blinded by the light. Stealth. Opposing characters within range can't use improved targeting hindering. So
That's really good.
yeah. Sidestep, 6 clicks, 25 points.
She's got a better range than the 40-point dial and the dial longevity to me, this is a auto play for 25 points. You need X-Men heal? Here you go.
She's got smoke clouds, so she's generating the hindering. She's got shape change. Yeah, can't ask too much more for 25 points. I mean, it's just a solid 4 for me.
All right, here we come. Gambit.
Gambit. This is probably the one that you're going to pair with the Wolverine and some other people.
Maybe. I have feelings about this Gambit.
Let's hear him.
All right. He plays kind of weird. So I'll read through the trait. The name is Gambit Mon Ami. When Gambit is KO'd by an opposing character after resolutions, you may deal damage to that character equal to the number of standard characters in your KO area. Doesn't sure they have to say share keyword. The damage dealt is penetrating, protected pulse wave. The guy has 70-point line or a 45-point line. I feel like the 75-point line, you're getting a 10 attack with perplex and super senses. And then the low point line, you're getting a 10 attack without the super senses or the perplex. So if you're trying to bank on his trait, you're probably just going to run him on low dial with a swarm army of X-Men and hope you can keep him alive long enough for this trait to actually be viable. He plays kind of weird because opening on either dial, he's got a 10 attack, and it's kind of wonky. Late dial, he gets charge, and his attack values are rising. So he wants to get up in the fray late game, mid to late game, so that way he's banking off of the guys that you put in the KO area on his friendlies. So
the biggest argument I could see for go ahead.
He's an easy target to start the game off with for your opponents to want to kill because then they're not going to get all that KO area damage.
Yeah.
So if you can keep him alive to mid to late game, then I feel like he's really, really good. And you would use him on a swarm team.
Yeah, I'm torn. I like the 70 points just because you get the perplex and he's got 6 clicks, so he's going to stay alive a little bit longer.
Yeah, but it's 25 points for that extra 2 clicks alive.
I don't it's so rough, man. I feel like 45 points. He's just got a big old bullseye on him. Take him out. You got 45 points, and then if you don't, they probably haven't killed anything else yet. So take him out first. You're done.
He just plays very weird to me.
Yeah,
and I want him to be great, and he can be great if he's taking that sacrifice late in the game, but it's just really hard to work out the mechanics to get him in the fray. Because if I hold him back for mid to late game and you have 4 characters on my KO line, on my sideline from KO or wherever my KO zone, are you really attacking him? Probably not, because you don't want to take that extra damage.
And he's not really something you want to, like, with his 10 attack, he's not a threat.
No, he's not a threat. But if I can get him later down the dial, then he can be a threat. So that's the thing. He's very niche, or it's very finesse to play him. And it's going to show, I think, in Sealed.
Thank God they made him protect the pulse wave.
Yes.
Because if that wasn't there, that would be horrible. I don't know. What'd I give him? A 1? No, I would
give him a 2.
He's a 2. He's a solid
But
2.
if you have the right finesse and you have the right mentality to play him and you have the internal clock, he could easily be a 3.5 to a 4.
He definitely needs to be with an experienced player. If you're going to play him, you give him to your experienced player. All right. Leash is trash. Let's move on. No. All right. I guess this one's mine. All right. Leech. Morlocks X-Men. Leech can help. Outwits / characters within 4 squares can't use team abilities. No Cosmic. No X-Men. No Underworld. No Carrying.
No Brotherhood.
15 points. Just, run 2 of them. Run 3 of them.
You like him?
I love him. 5. Make him 10. I don't. Every player should have at least one on their team.
I disagree.
What?
I disagree. I
Okay.
feel like in sealed, this guy is not very helpful. He's an outwit, sure, but he's turning off my team abilities and your team abilities within 4. So, nah, I'm just not really feeling this guy. In constructed, I'm not scared of him either in constructed, but this is sealed that we're talking about. And I feel like if you're banking on running multiples of this guy to turn off team abilities, not very good. If you're running multiples of this guy to just be a thorn in someone's side, maybe, but Leech has to be within 4 to use the outwit. He's got to be within 4 to turn off the team ability. He needs some form of stealth to hide in. So, I don't know. I feel like he looks fun. If he didn't have outwit, he would not be playable at all.
Uh, mm, I definitely think Outwit helps him. But his trait or no special damage. No,
Yeah, so he can be outwitted if you can see him.
that's why you need multiple.
Yeah, but they got to be in position.
Okay, I think he's a must play. I love him. Uh, I see why you have issues with him,
I got him
but
as a 3 point filler. Okay, point economy, great,
throw him out there with a
but
TK. Make somebody have to deal with him.
for
He,
15 points, it's easy to deal with. And if you put him out there by himself, he's real easy to deal with. He's not masterminding anybody.
I don't know. I like him,
Again,
but it's it's up to
without the
you.
outwit, he's not playable.
Yeah,
With the outwit, he's a 3.
players decide. I like him. Scott hates him.
I didn't say I hate him. I said he's not on my build.
Okay, I disagree, but
All right, we got 2
yeah,
characters left because we've already done 1 and 2.
Skylops. This one. Wait, is this the one I like? Yes. This is my. I. He's a sleeper. I feel like. Oh, I love this one so much. I feel like people are overlooking him because they don't understand the potential. But you go ahead and
Okay,
read him.
so walk me through the potential.
You read him and tell me what you think, and I'll
Okay.
tell you.
See you on the ground as a trait. At the beginning of your second turn, you may place Cyclops up to 4 squares away from your starting area. If you do, place up to 7 friendly characters with the X-Men keyword adjacent to him. Give each other character placed this way an action token. As far as I understand, this is at the beginning of your second turn. So this is before leaderships. This is before willpowers. So you can
Yes.
place them, then roll your leaderships, then roll your willpowers. You're moving up to 7 characters and you're giving them all an action token. That meaning you need a ton of leadership and or a ton of willpower to make this viable. If not, then you've just brought the buffet to your opponents a little closer.
But did you? Or
But did you?
did you run out there
Looks
with your
like
Alpha
it.
Strike, and then your second turn he brings him back home?
Potentially, but if they're running out there on turn 1, is it really an alpha strike because they have first turn immunity?
On your second turn. So, if you're a second
So if you're
player,
first player, your second turn, you don't even get to attack. If it's my second turn first, then I'm doing what? Because this is at the beginning of the second turn. You're not get to do this beforehand. You're not going to get to alpha strike me. There's no alpha strike in this setup.
if you're the second player,
I've made my second turn, and I could potentially leave my starting area and do whatever I need to do, right?
right?
But Cyclops is not going to have the ability to have the Alpha Strike go out and then bring them back because this triggers at the beginning of the second turn. His turn 1, he did nothing. He's not helping you with your Alpha
Okay.
Strike retrieval.
So if you're first player, then
If I am second player running Cyclops, I would need their people to come out of the starting area for my Alpha Strike to be effective to then retrieve them at the beginning of my second turn.
okay. So the retreat doesn't work as well as I thought. Well, it's in my brain, but I still love the placement. So it's anywhere within 4 of your starting area. So you can move them to the other side of the map in your starting area. It's your whole team. So, and then there's enough willpower and leadership in this
Where are you
set.
getting this? You're moving 4 squares away from your starting area. That's it. You're only going to be able to move these characters up around you into square 5, 4, or 3.
Right. On the far left, or the far right, or the middle, wherever you need to be.
Yes. To me, I feel like you're just bringing the buffet closer to me to eat. I appreciate you, Cyclops. You are working for the other team.
I like being able to just move my whole team. I like being able to put them wherever I need to within 4 of my starting area. And I like that you can do this before you roll your leaderships and willpowers, because there's a lot of it, and you can take off that token and then go to town.
I do like the fact that he has a little bit of placement. I like the mobility of that. But is it game breaking? Not so much. I love his dial. I love the length of his dial. He doesn't have any reducers, which I'm okay with. It's Cyclops.
You know what I love? I love that it's not a 10 attack.
It's an 11 the whole dial, and his damage goes from 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4.
Yes.
I mean, point cost, destroying blocking, traded knockback. I feel like he has a ton of stuff working for him for 50 points. I have him on my list as a low 4, high 3.
For me, he's a 5. My question is, why does this one have a single target and the chase has dual target?
Because he's learned how to be better.
You can go down across his eyes.
Yes. Right. Now we have an alternate card for this guy.
All right. So, what did you expect? Black leather, little homage to the movies.
Yes.
When establishing theme teams, you may choose a friendly character to gain the X-Men keyword. This game, that character has X-Men TA. That is better in constructed than it is in sealed, but
yes.
still really good. Just being able to hand out, just make your team themed with something that breaks theme is awesome, because there's always like one character you want to slide in and like, damn it, is it worth breaking theme for this one character? Well, Cyclops says yes, and they get the TA, which is even better. Let's show these toasters. Penetrating Psychic Blast / when Cyclops or an adjacent friendly character with the X-Men keyword attacks. Characters with a Colossal or Robot or Sentinel keywords can't use Stop.
This card alone says, Bastion, you suck.
Yes.
Chase Bastion.
Yes.
Now, in sealed, can you bank on pulling this one card off of your booster? It's and then have that character match up against a Bastion? No. You can't count on it.
No. But
so what is the other guy's special? I mean, because this one's getting pinned side the whole way. What's the other one's?
Knockback.
He's just got knockback. So I feel like the pin side the whole dial may be a little bit more helpful.
Yeah. If you pull the alternate card, play it. I personally like the standard one a lot, but if I get this card, I'm playing it.
I mean, you can run 2 of them, and then you get the ability to place.
Yes. But I like the alternate a lot. I give it a solid 4.
I give the alternate a 3. In constructed, he's way more valuable. I love the alternate card for constructed / Silver Age, whatever. But over the mobility the other one gives you, I would say it's a step down. I do like the extra Psychic Blast he gets, though.
Yeah.
So.
All right, we already talked about Jean Grey's and Magneto. So that is...
And Magneto, now you wanted to talk about team construction on how you're building with your teammates.
Okay, first I want to backtrack to something we talked about earlier with... Who was it? Bishop?
Is it?
Yes.
Bishop?
Yes, it was Bishop, the alternate card. All right.
Does it have to do with the probability control
Yes,
stuff? Yes, the regular
probability control
bishop. But I was trying to get
/
card
when
bishop.
opposing character uses probability control to re-roll the opposing character's attack roll, modify the attacker's damage -1 for that attack. I have confirmation from a judge that that does stack. They is checking to see if they use probability control. So for every time they prob it, they're minusing 1 to their attack. So potentially, if they keep probbing it, they're just minusing their damage by 3 points.
Yes, it's the damage, not the attack.
Yes. So, yeah, keep rolling it. I don't care. You're just going to roll yourself into a damage of 0.
0 damage.
So, that is confirmed by a judge. So, he's really good. He's better than people might think. All right. So, walk me through how you do Team Sealed.
Okay, the last time that I did Team Sealed was 2024 Worlds. I played with Eric Sexton and Kenny Minks. We placed in the top 16. The set was Masters of Time. And basically, I don't know how Red, White, and Clix does it, but I know at Team Worlds, you have roughly 15 minutes to crack open your case and build 3 teams. Some people like to open them up from the top, cutting 2 pieces of tape, and then lollygag looking at all the pieces and be like, oh, hey, look, we got this and we got this. By the time you've opened up 12 boosters now instead of 10 at the time, or 11 with the super booster, you've gone through 10 minutes of you just looking at your fun stuff, cutting off 2 pieces of tape, and you have 5 minutes or less to build. It's very difficult to do so. So in the mindset of doing that, we would open the boosters, start cracking them out. One person's separating the characters. The other person is going through the cards. One person's just opening the boosters. Usually the primary builder guy is going to be separating the cards, trying to figure out what teams work together. And if you have the capabilities of knowing who you're playing with beforehand, you can pretty much build a tier list or some kind of notifications out that you can roughly memorize on what players like. So if Wes loves the the uncommon or the rare Bastion, and he wants to play with rare Bastion, God help him.
Oh.
But if that's what he wants to play with, then that person who's the primary builder can start building a team. He's not building the whole team. He's just kind of separating it out. They're like, okay, here we go. Sentinels, robots. Here's the cards over here. We're gonna build with this in mind. So Eric Sexton, Kenny Minks, and we did not pull the dark side, so we had to struggle. We decided that Eric Sexton would play the Morgan Le Fay team up card and a bunch of robots or armor / mystical to use the Camelot effect. He did okay. Kenny Minks was the A player, and it just happened that he got a bunch of super rares on his team, and he did very well. I don't even remember what I played, but I knew that I faced off against Darkseid 3 different times, so it didn't really matter what I played because I was getting all the Darkseid heat. For me to be able to kill a Darkseid, I did play Ultra Humanite. I know I had the dinosaur, and I enjoyed the games. We made it to cut, so good job for us. Bad job for Darkseid taking me out 3 different times. I did kill him a couple of times, but I didn't kill him the second time, so I had stuff working.
All right, so
again,
there's 2 mindsets that I've heard of team building. Of you build 3 equally good teams, or you build 1 god team and then everybody else makes some scraps.
Okay, I've heard that mindset also. You can build the god team and then you give it to the weaker players so that way they have a better shot, or you play the one god team and you give it to the
Best
more
player.
experienced player and feel like it's just a foot on your throat type thing. But it is a dice game on top of it, so your dice can affect you. So I feel like if you have 3 different type of players, you can build kind of to what their build styles are. Like if you have a tentpole player, you have a shenanigan style, and then you have the aggro. You can build 3 teams like that. Even in this set where there's not a lot of tentpoles, I feel like you can still build them a tentpole heavy style.
But do you like building 3 equally good teams, or do you prefer the other?
I feel like, okay, so I did another team sealed in 2024. I went to the CCO championship and I played with 2 people I had never known before. I played with Kyrie and I played with Adam Shiver, who does 3D printing.
Yeah.
And we also placed in the top cut. or we at least got prizing. I don't know if we played top cut. I think they only took 8, and we were in the top 16. And we just built what was fun for each of us, and we had the stuff to do it. So here we go. I believe I played with Blade, and I had a motorcycle on Blade or a hell cycle on Blade to give him hypersonic speed, and then I had Frenchie and something else. And I played against Emily, who was using single Cathon, 300-point Cathon, and really fun game. I had no ability to actually win that game, but we got like 90 plus turns in, which is really uncalled for in a 45, 50-point game or 50-minute game.
So my experience with Team Seal, I played in exactly 2 Team Seal events. One was a 2-man Seal event where we only got half a brick and split between us. Now, my teammate was Dan Powell. And Dan basically did the mindset of the God team and the scraps. So he's like, give me all the good shit and you take what's left over. And he helped me build my team. But he took all the prob, all the good stuff, and I was left with the remainder. And basically the idea was, I'm going to sweep everything. You just do your best, try to win at least one game, score some points, and we'll do fine. We ended up placing second. But man, that was a rough go with my team. It was not fun.
Okay, if you're building that way and you're the one getting what's known as the leftover pieces, it's very hard for you to enjoy yourself.
Yeah, it was not fun.
You got to build you got to have something that makes you feel like, okay, I got a shot at doing something.
And there was a tremendous amount of pressure to try to do my best with junk. So it wasn't fun. My second one was last year at Red, White, and Clix with my 2 locals. And Team Seal was the second day again. And I was so drained and exhausted. We cracked the bricks open and I laid my head down. I was like, give me something that's idiot proof. Just give me a temple. I don't care. I just laid my head down and let them build. And I actually carried us into cut that way. It gave me Chase, Odin and the Ravens. And it was really good. But the only problem was there was a piece that turned off Power Cosmic and Outwit, protected Outwit, and that piece was a common or an uncommon, so I had to face it on every build that just turned off my Power Cosmic, which really sucked for me. But it was much more of an even build across the board. Everybody got what they wanted pretty much. And we basically just split the brick. We opened everything. We had definitely not pile, a maybe pile, a better maybe pile, and must plays. And so everybody got what they wanted out of the must plays, and we filled in the gaps. And we each had a fun team that we enjoyed, that we thought had potential. Dice were a little better for me than they were for my teammates, but it was a good time all around. So I think that everybody should get an equally fun team, equally good team, and just everybody do their best. And if one player is more experienced than the others, there shouldn't be any added pressure. We're all a team. We're all in fun. Just make sure everybody has what they want.
I'm more in the boat of build it together instead of having one person. At least give them the information to build it. They can build it all.
Yes.
But if they have the information of what your play style is or what you're feeling, like how we did this breakdown, if teams are doing a breakdown similar to this, then that main builder is going to be able to be like, oh, hey, I know that this guy really likes the way the Cyclops works. And we pulled 3 of them. So here, have a Cyclops.
It helps when you know your teammates. Like my teammates and I, we played together for years. We know each other. So I was able to just say, build me a team, guys. I'm going to take a nap for 15 minutes. And they built me something that I liked. It worked well for me. And they built their own stuff together. But we all worked together. If I had been more awake and more able to contribute, I probably would have ended up the same way. But
okay, I got one more thing for you before we try and finish this off. You are playing in Team Sealed.
Yes.
if somebody wants to play against Wes, what seat would they want to play in?
Uh, C.
You'll see or team or C seat.
I'm taking the C seat.
You're taking the C seat. So the team captain in the C seat.
Yes.
I mean, that is a strategy. A lot of times people are like, oh, hey, A player is the best player. They go in seat A. And then other people try and get fancy and be like, no, we're going to put the best player in team
Yeah.
C.
So my friends and I don't subscribe to that mentality. We just play whatever, and it doesn't matter. So we kind of go alphabetical order. So Cameron's going to be A, Devin's going to be B, and I'm going to be C because I have the end of the alphabet. Because it really doesn't matter at all. It makes no difference. But I like to C because people do tend to put their weaker players in C, so I rather face the weaker players and let my friends take the high end meta players. But
The C is the anchor, right? They just get to hold it down. I
yep,
mean,
and
when you're running
it
track
worked.
and
I
field, you
carried us
usually put that
into
fast guy in the fourth slot.
my scores carried us into cut last year, so it worked. So yeah, that's been our version of a Team Seal breakdown. You guys got something out of it. I'd be interested to see in the comments below who you favored and agreed with more, Scott or myself, because we have very different play styles. So I'd be interested to see what you guys think. I hope this helps you guys build in Team Sealed. I hope that everybody.
Look, I hope it's just mindless banter that you're getting to listen to on the way to the event.
Yes.
So.
So hope to see everybody there. Hope you guys have fun. Hope this helps and you get some laughs out of it. This is our first attempt at doing something like this, so I think we can take something we learned from this and move it into the next time. But yeah, Red, White, and Clix this Saturday and Sunday. Team Seal on Sunday, 9 a.m. Dice drop. So make sure you are registered before then. So doors open at 8.
Okay, so you're saying dice drop at 9. When are you passing out bricks, and how much time are they getting to build?
So okay, bricks are dropping at 9.
Your bricks are dropping at 9, so
Yes.
dice aren't dropping at 9.
No. And I think Matt said he's going to do 15 to 20 minutes.
So basically, dice are dropping by 9:30
Yes.
as a hard 9:30.
Yes.
Okay.
We are doing a little different setup this year. We don't get the main gymnasium floor that we did last year because we are having to share with a Army recruiting event. But we are using the conference rooms off to the side, so it'll be a little different setup, but it's still going to be fun. We're all going to be in one room for Team Seal, probably. Just going to be in a different room. So that's all I got. You got anything else?
No, I think that's it.
All right.
Hakuna Matata, guys.
All right.
Travel safe.
Oh, one more thing. For Team Sealed, all prizes are in triplicates, meaning each player at whatever tier you land is getting the same prizing, so you don't have to fight over it. You're splitting the brick, obviously. Just for playing, everybody's getting a DT base custom designed by John Hoffner. Top 8 gets Deadpool at Home LE. Every player. Top 4 get
is that the Deadpool reading?
Yes, that's Deadpool
Oh
reading.
man, I really want one of those, and I would love somebody to mod him sitting on a toilet.
Yes, like the Beast. So everybody's getting that for top 8. Top 4 get a tray, LE, King Cole, and some custom tokens. Second place gets a large carrying case and our outdoor custom map. And first place team, every player gets everything listed before. It's all cumulative. You get everything listed before. You get the indoor map and an X-Men chase booster, 1 per player. So if you get top place, everybody's got a chase booster and all the prizing. It's $210 for the team, so saying $70 per player. So it's going to be a good time.
Good time. Sounds great.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to our longer than usual episode. Hope it helped. Look forward to seeing everybody this weekend. And as always,
Keep on
Clixing. Have a good night or good day.
Good night.
color of your skin don't matter to me. Pow! As long as we can live in harmony. Why can't we be friends? 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 I kinda like to be the president. Oh, yeah. So I can show you how your money's spent. Woo! Why can't we be friends? 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 Sometimes I don't speak right. All right. But yet I know what I'm talking about. Why can't we be friends? 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 I know you're waiting for the